bespoke radio for the masses.
Headline edition, July 8, 1947. The Army Air Forces has announced that a flying disc has been found and is now in the possession of the Army.
If the game is rigged, change the game. Game changer.
I occasionally think how quickly our differences worldwide would vanish if we were facing an alien threat from outside this world.
This is Fade to Black with your host, Jimmy Church, on the Game Changer Radio Network and KGRA, the Global Radio Alliance.
I need your help to get to the year 1985.
You're listening to Fade to Black with Jimmy Church on the Game Changer Network.
Merry Christmas. How you doing? How you doing? I'm looking at the screen and my picture's too small. This is Fade to Black. Merry Christmas. Today is Tuesday, December 21st, 2021. All right. 355 days into the new year. Only 10 days left. We are live from a bunker somewhere in the middle of nowhere. It's cold outside. A total undisclosed location. Yeah, man. How you doing? How you doing? I would like to welcome everybody listening all around the world, all across the United States. Hither and thither, to and fro, back and forth, up and down, east and west, north and south, far and near. This is Fade to Black for KJCR, the Game Changer Network, and the UnX Network. I am your host, Jimmy Church. All right. How you doing? Merry Christmas, everybody. This is our Fader Christmas special event. We do it every year. We got a lot to get to tonight. We got lots of special guests lined up throughout the evening. I'm going to be taking your phone calls. I want to hear from you. What do you want from Santa? Have you been naughty or nice? Give me a little short Christmas story, because everybody's got a long one. Give me a short Christmas story. I want to hear as many as I can tonight. So that is what is going on. All right. Everything's working tonight, by the way, except for my small picture. I noticed it over here, and it's got to get like stretched out, 16 by 9. It's like 4 by 5. It's like throwback retro size. All right, let's get this tonight. It is December 21st, right? It's the winter solstice of 2021 occurs tonight, December 21st, marking the official beginning of winter in the Northern Hemisphere. And from tomorrow on, days will start getting longer, taking us out of the darkness as we slowly head toward spring. So that makes tonight our annual Fader Christmas special. And then we're taking the rest of the week off. I'm taking tomorrow off, taking Thursday off, and I've got Christmas plans. I gotta go do Christmas like the rest of you. Okay, but tonight I'm going to be taking phone calls. We've got special guests lined up throughout the evening tonight. So stay tuned for all of that. The call-in number 747-228-2051. And there you go. I'm going to jump straight into it. You can follow me on Twitter at JChurchRadio. At JChurchRadio. At JChurchRadio. Right there on Twitter. Hashtag F2B is the sandbox. There it is. Oh, man, that's a good one, Tara. That's a good one right there. Head over to Twitter, Ken Priest. Let me see. Hold on. I want to believe. Ken Priest, man. Ken Priest. Absolutely amazing. There's Kaz. There's Triscale. Santa's coming. Love it. Love it. What's this? Is that a Barbie? Kaz, that's good stuff. So if you guys want to check everything out, Greta Anderson had a close encounter with a Bigfoot today. And you know what? Where was this taken, Greta? I think I took a picture with this very same Bigfoot. Where was this at? Was this in Oregon or Northern California? I think I took a picture with that Bigfoot right there. And I've got it posted somewhere. Greta, that's going to get a like every time. That's really, really cool. And there you go. So if you want to check out everybody's Christmas gifts, Drunk Santa, Triscale, you guys are the best, man. You guys are the best. Okay. So head over to Twitter, hashtag F2B. All the Fader knots are hanging out right there. We don't bite. Hashtag F2B. All right. All right. Let's see. Where am I at? Where am I at? Let's get to the breaking news. Before I get to the breaking news, so I'm going to share some Christmas gifts with you. Here are a set of Christmas guitar pickups. Look at that. Red and green. Can you see those? They're red and green. Those are DiMarzio's. And this is a DiMarzio Titan for the neck. Right? Okay. And then this is a DiMarzio Super Distortion, the classic, for the bridge in red. And these are going on a Christmas guitar that I'm having built. And this was a gift. So there you go. Those are really, really cool. So got those. Here is a Bigfoot Santa Christmas ornament. That's from Brad and Michelle. That's really cool. I mean, that is like uber cool right there. I mean, really cool. Okay, so there's that. Here is, Deb sent me this. This is a little elf, and he walks, but there's no way for me to demonstrate that here. But there you go. Very, very cute. Thank you for this, Deb. And we got him walking. We were going to shoot a video. Maybe I'll shoot it tomorrow. Dude walks for like 10 minutes, and we didn't have enough. Didn't have enough space. Man, dude wouldn't stop. Okay, so there's the elf from, okay. Really cool. You ready? You ready for this? Frankincense and myrrh, the kit. I'm not making this up. Bam. Frankincense and myrrh. There's your little frankincense and myrrh incense burner. And, I mean, you ever wonder what it looked like? There it is. It says right on it, Frank and myrrh. And then there's the Three Kings blend. And this is so cool. 7 Archangels blend. And, of course, got some sage. And so I love the oiled wood. I love burning this stuff. So I've got that too as well. So anyway, the frankincense and myrrh incense kits. Got that. And the piece de resistance. The Baby Yoda chocolate bomb kit. That's right. The Baby Yoda chocolate bomb kit. And I was going to do this earlier today. I couldn't do it. Had to save this for the show. But this is going down after the show tonight. All right. So there's some Christmas gifts. And let's see. Let's get to the breaking news. NASA's Juno spacecraft has captured some curious noises coming from Ganymede, Jupiter's largest moon. The 50-second audio track has been generated from data collected during Juno's flyby of Ganymede on June 7th of this year. And all of this was released by NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory yesterday. It consists of a strange series of beeps and bloops at different frequencies from Ganymede, which is the largest moon in our solar system, and the only moon with its own magnetic field. With a diameter of 3,280 miles, Ganymede is larger than both Mercury and the dwarf planet Pluto. I'm going planet Pluto. Well, Japanese billionaire Yusaku Maezawa returned to Earth yesterday after a 12-day journey into space. Remember, he did the Uber Eats delivery, right? Ending a practice run for his planned trip around the moon with Elon Musk's SpaceX in 2023. Yusaku, he's a space enthusiast and Formula One race car driver, and he's got his own tanning bed. He made the trip in a Soyuz spacecraft and became the first space tourist to travel to the International Space Station in more than a decade. And he is searching for 8 people who will join him in his moon voyage in 2023, next year. Requiring applicants have to pass medical test, a tanning bed test, and drive a Formula One race car. That's and also an interview. Well, glaciers across the Himalayas are melting at an extraordinary rate. All the reports are now showing that the new research says that the vast ice sheets there shrank 10 times faster in the past 40 years than during the previous 7 centuries combined. Wow. Well, vials of good bacteria. I'm starting with that, and I'm going to end with this. Cultured by Australian high school students, have been launched into space as part of an experiment to create nutrient-rich space yogurt. That's right. And then they're going to study the effects of microgravity on fruit on the bottom yogurt dishes. That's right. A total of 36 samples containing frozen milk and various strains of yogurt-producing bacteria were just sent to the International Space Station on a SpaceX rocket. Previous experiments aboard the ISS had shown that the bacteria's behavior was altered by the lower gravity, including fewer mutations in bacterial DNA and faster replication. There you go. Well, this was announced today. This is pretty crazy. Researchers in the United Kingdom have found the fossilized exoskeleton of the largest arthropod ever lived. These giant millipede-like creatures were the length of a car and likely roamed the Earth during the Carboniferous period between 359 million and 209 million years ago. And the pictures are friggin' nuts. Let's get the show cracking. Happy birthday to today, Samuel L. Jackson. Today is 73. And I shall strike down upon thee with great vengeance and furious anger those who attempt to poison and destroy my brothers. And you will know my name is the Lord when I lay down my vengeance upon thee. Yeah. Now give me some of that big kahuna burger. Jane Fonda today is 84. Kiefer Sutherland today is 55. I should call Kiefer. Should we call Kiefer? Let me see here. Let me call Kiefer. Let's see here. Contacts. Okay. Oh. I'm going to cover it up. so you can't see it. Right there. Yeah. Ray Romano today is 64. Nick Gilder today is 70. One song. Name it. Don't look it up. Don't Google it. Tell me Nick Gilder's hit song. It's a good one, too. Man, he used to wear that, like, silver, skinny, like, silver sparkle jumpsuit. That's all I remember about Nick Gilder. And the blonde flowing locks and the nose. Nick Gilder today is 70. All right, I'll help you out because I'm going to move on. Hot child in the city. Our dead guy's birthday today is, moment of silence, please. Thank you very much. Frank Zappa. 1940 to 1993, died at the age of 52. Frank was one of the most influential musicians in history. His style, his intellect, his humor, his drive has motivated countless artists through to this very day. His album, One Size Fits All, right? Chic Your Booty and Joe's Garage helped shape who I am today. During his lifetime, Frank released 62 albums. Since his death, the Zappa Family Trust has released 57 additional albums, making the total 119. Frank died from prostate cancer on December 4th, 1993, 17 days before his 53rd birthday, at his home right here in the Valley with his wife and children by his side. Happy birthday, Frank. On this day in history, 1957, while spending the Christmas holidays at Graceland, his newly purchased Tennessee mansion, Elvis Presley receives his draft notice for the United States Army. Yeah, OTD. Fader fact. During World War II, I want to see how long it takes Kaz to post a picture of this. During World War II, Heinz, as in ketchup, Heinz invented a self-heating soup can that you lit with a cigarette. I'm not making this up. And yes, they frequently exploded. And that is your Fader fact. You see the pictures of these soldiers, man, on the front line, cold, and they got to heat their soup and they got their cigarette and it's got a little fuse thing. Oh, man. So, and the rumor was that they would have they were more effective as hand warmers than the hand warmers that they had. So they would light, to get the cigarette going, light these cans and put one in one pocket and put one in the other and stay warm. And then they would go, poof. Tomato soup. I'm not kidding. I'm not chicken soup in both pockets. It was hot, though. All right. Tonight is our annual Fader Christmas special. We've got a bunch of surprise special guests tonight, so stand by for that. I tried to shake it up tonight, so we got some surprises. And then we're going to be taking all of your phone calls tonight. And, man, I better activate the phone lines. Yeah, okay. Yeah, because we're going to fire this thing off in about 10 minutes. I want to hear from all of you. Naughty or nice? Did you send a letter to Santa? What are you expecting? What are you hoping for? Are you going to get it? And maybe share a Christmas story. All right. So that's tonight. And then I'm taking the next 2 days off. Yeah. River Moon Coffee. River Moon Coffee. All right, I've been watching La Brea, by the way. Somebody posted up, man, you got to check out La Brea. So I've been watching La Brea. I'm about 8-9 episodes in. Did they do 2 seasons? I don't know. Haven't gotten that far yet, but watching it on Hulu. And I got the commercial-free version of Hulu, so I can just roll through it. 1-hour episodes. But, yeah, so I'm about 8 episodes in. Interesting. It's a time-traveling soap opera. It's like... The time travel sunsets. It's got all the camera cutaways. It's a total soap opera. It's really funny. All right, and let me do this now. So tonight's our annual. I don't know how many years we've done this now, but I'm thinking 8. 8 years of Christmas shows. rivermoonwellness.com, which has gotten me through this. And Fade to Black blend. Oh, man, Fade to Black blend. So I had some friends over this weekend, and somebody says, so, excuse me, do you really have a stash of Fade to Black blend? And I said, I do. Open up the cabinet. Bam! Oh, yeah. So would you guys like some? We would. So we did. Okay, so I want to share a Christmas story with you guys before we kick things off. And this goes back to 1976. 1976. And all I wanted for Christmas this year, my dad just got a divorce. So him and I were living by ourselves. He had a girlfriend at the time, and who I barely remember, but he had a girlfriend at the time. So she was kind of staying with us sometimes too. But my dad and I were living by ourselves. We moved to the north side of Indianapolis. I changed schools and all of that. But all I wanted for Christmas that year was a skateboard. That's all I wanted. I wanted a skateboard. I didn't care about other gifts. And I laid it out to my dad. I said, Dad, listen, man. A skateboard. It's got 4 wheels. It's a thing. Skateboard. Right? Don't mess this up. And so Christmas coming, I get a skateboard. And it was, today probably worth a ton of money. But it was really cheap. It was blue. It had a blue plastic skateboard with urethane wheels, right? Okay. Kind of flat on the back, pointed on the front, like a surfboard. Anyway, I rode this thing out front of our house day and night. And our street out front was flat. And I swear to you, no action. I don't even know what I'm doing. But I'm going back and forth on this flat street. All day long, all night. No tricks. I don't even know what I'm doing, but back and forth on this flat street. And then like a couple of days later, we load up the family van and we drive to another state to celebrate Christmas. And so we go. And it's in Pennsylvania, Kittanning to be exact. And so we arrive in Kittanning, and there were a couple of girls there. One was a neighbor, and one was the daughter of the people that we were seeing and stuff. And they were cool. They were about my age, a little bit older. And I said, take me to the biggest hill in town. Now, remember, this is Kittanning, which is all hills. So they take me, and I've been skateboarding on the flat street in front of our house, right? But I wanted to go down a hill and see all these. So they take me, and I went, what? And they take me to this, and I swear to God, it's like a mile. And it's like this, like at an angle. I said, I got this. So I walk up this street, up this hill. It's straight. It's December 26th. It's like the day after Christmas. I walk up to the top of the hill. I turn around. The 2 girls are at the bottom. They're this big. Okay, here I come. And this was my plan. I'm going to zigzag all the way down the hill and be safe, right? So I don't know what I'm doing. So I start off and I'm cutting back and forth at the top of the hill a mile up, right? And they're probably watching me. They've never seen a skateboard either. and going like this. And I get like 4 zigs in, and I get to like my 5th zag, and I'm going too fast to turn. And so I'm no longer doing this. Now I'm doing like that. And in a matter of about 5 seconds, I'm probably doing about 350 miles an hour. And now I'm going straight. I don't have a choice. I'm going straight down this hill. And I'm like, oh my God. And I am going so fast that I think the urethane wheels now are about this big and they're on fire. And I get to, okay, so as I get to the bottom, they're coming at me now really fast. And at the bottom of the hill was this giant snowbank. That's my target, the snowbank. And I'm there. I'm like, I made it to the snowbank. I'm just going to hit this thing at 150 miles an hour, and I'm going to be okay. And as I get to the bottom of the hill, I hit rocks. I hit probably salt, whatever. But the skateboard stopped, and I kept going. And I rolled, and I hit my head. I shredded my jacket. I tore my pants off of my body as I rolled at 150, 200 miles an hour. and for about probably 30 yards and fell short of the snowbank. And I'm lying there, and I remember my legs were cold. My pants had shredded. And I'm like, did I look cool? And they're like, oh my God, you're covered in blood. I'm like, yeah, but I did it. And I get up and I looked up the hill. Now, okay, so that's the end of the story. I was shredded, by the way. Shredded my face, my head. I'm bleeding. And I couldn't believe, I think the sleeve is torn off my jacket. My pants were no longer on my body. And I'm with these 2 girls that I just met. Anyway, went home to their house. And it was like the next day, I get all patched up. And we go back, and we're with my dad and these 2 girls. And my dad's girlfriend. And they go, that's the hill. And my dad stops, and he looks and goes, no, you didn't. And they go, yes, he did, from the top. And I remember looking at it again, and I have no idea what went through my mind. None. And that's my Christmas skateboard story. And I don't remember, this is the other part, I was thinking about this earlier today. I don't remember riding that skateboard again. This is Fade to Black. I am your host, Jimmy Church. Tonight is our annual Fader Christmas special. We have a bunch of special guests coming in tonight. We're going to be taking your phone calls. I want to hear from you. We've got calls on hold already. That was me right there. That was pretty close. Who posted that? Tara. Yeah, I wasn't that cool, though, but was going about that fast. All right, 747-228-2051. Going to take a quick break. I'm your host, Jimmy Church. This is Fade to Black on the Game Changer and UnX Networks. I'll be right back after this short break. Stay with us. Merry Christmas.
This is Nicole Church, daughter of you-know-who, and you're listening to Fade to Black on JimmyChurchRadio.com and the Game Changer Network.
You're listening to Jimmy Church and Fade to Black on the X.
You're listening to Jimmy Church, Fade to Black.
Fade to Black will now pause for alien identification.
The station that talks the net.
Introducing the Game Changer blend from River Moon Coffee that delivers a customized blend made specifically for the Fader knots. If the game is rigged, change the game. It's a bolder cup with some bite. Game Changer is the coffee of choice for those that prefer an organic dark roast that is slightly lighter and milder, but it's still dark. With wild notes of pecans and chocolate with a rich, balanced, full-bodied cup that is roasted to perfection for a great coffee to start your day, as an after-dinner coffee or anywhere in between. Artisan, small batch roasted to perfection. USDA certified organic, all River Moon coffee is freshly roasted and packaged in the USA. Just go to rivermooncoffee.com or click on the banners over on our site and use the promo code F2B Blend for 15% off of your order today. rivermooncoffee.com.
This is the only way forward.
This is Fade to Black. Make contact.
This is Jimmy Church of Fade to Black, and you can get our podcast for just $2 per month. All you have to do is click on the podcast banner over at jimmychurchradio.com.
Hi, folks. It's troubling times, and fear is pushing emotions, which in turn pushes health the wrong direction. Do you ever get an ache because life is uneasy? Try Life Change Tea at wtih.com. Life Change Tea works on your digestive tract, helping to move food through quicker and comfortably so your health is spot on. Life Change Tea may not help with world issues, but it will help with your digestive issues. A glass a day helps keep the intruders away. So, change your life today. Log on to gettheti.com. That's gettheti.com. If your health game is off, get on by ordering Life Change Tea. Gettheti.com. And while you're on our site, look around at the great non-GMO organic supplements. And if you're a sales shopper, go to our specials page and see what's for you. I've been drinking the tea for 12 years and I'm sure glad for its health benefits. Again, that's gettheti.com. Gettheti.com. The tea that makes you go.
The new KUNXDB, the UNX Network, bringing you the best in paranormal programming in premium high-definition streaming audio and video. Log on to the network at unxnetwork.com and check out the growing lineup of programs, including Jimmy Church, Whitley Strieber, Micah Hanks, and many more. Sign up for the free UNX newsletter, follow the UNX blog, or pick up the latest edition of the UNX magazine. Be sure to follow us on Facebook and Twitter. So check us out at unxnetwork.com. Tap the show page and the calendar so you never miss your favorite live shows and podcasts. We are your portal for all things paranormal. The X, explaining the unexplained.
9 out of 10 geneticists agree.
Fade to Black is not your father's radio show on the Game Changer Radio Network.
Hi, this is Rob Reiner from Anvil, and you're listening to JimmyChurchRadio.com.
What's up? I'm Chris. What up? This is Kyle Massey, and you're listening to Jimmy Church Radio.
Welcome back. Merry Christmas, everybody. Merry Christmas. Ho, ho, ho. That's right. That reminds me, I'm trying to think of the movie Fear of a Black Hat and the Christmas album that they did. NWH. Oh, it was Ho Ho Ho's. I said it. I did. I said it. And you should see the cover of that Christmas album, too. It's total classic. Absolute total classic. All right. So as promised, we've got a special guest tonight. Throughout the night, we'll be getting to your phone calls. Everybody is there. If you can hear me, just sit right there, and you may be going on hold in just a bit. But nonetheless, Let's see. Up first, got to kick off the night with the one and only Race Hobbs. Race, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Jimmy Church.
How you doing, man?
Turn that down now.
How you doing?
I'm good, brother. I'm really good. It's always great to be not just a guest, but a special guest.
Yeah, you are special. You are special. You are special. There,
too,
you know,
man.
there's
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, and thank you for being here. And it's so funny. I remember my dad saying something to me when I was, you want to be special? I'll hook you up with being special. Put you on the special bus. You want to be special? I was like, Dad, slow down, man. Special Olympics? What do you want? What do you want from me? I'm like, Dad, whoa, slow down. And that was the whole special. Just had another meaning to me after that. So, you guys got snow yet?
Oh goodness, no. We've been in the midst of an Indian summer here, and it's really been nice, to be honest with you. After doing several years in Utah, northern Utah, where at this time of the year we would be under 2 feet of snow, and constantly all the way through till March. From this point on, it's nice not to have to deal with snow, to be honest. I love it. I love snow, and especially at Christmas time.
Yeah, you got to have it, man. You've got to have. Are you going to have snow on Christmas, or is it?
No. It's looking like it's probably going to be in the 60s here on Christmas Day.
Wow.
Yeah. We've been down to as low as 18 at night, but then like the next day we were 70, 75 degrees. And then down to 40 something at night, and then 65 degrees, and 50 something at night, and then 75 degrees. So it's been a really warm December for us.
Now, you've got kids, you've got grandkids, you've got family, you got all that stuff going on. And of course, Robin playing Mrs. Claus. How do you guys do all of that? And what did you ask for Christmas? Did you write Santa a letter?
No,
what was it?
I asked for one thing, and I'll be all too happy to share it, with everybody. All I asked for me this year was to have my kids and my grandkids around our table on Christmas Day.
Now that's special. I get that. That is fantastic. Race, I call BS. What did you want for Christmas?
That's it.
No, man.
Look.
You didn't have something secret? I mean, flannel.
No, see, look, this time last year, I had just lost my mother and my oldest sister to COVID within a month apart.
Yes, I remember.
One in late October, one in late November. Around this time, we were burying them because how COVID, it changed everything. Even you couldn't even gather together at a funeral at the time. And so Christmas Day was the day that Robin and I and my daughter and son-in-law contracted COVID-19 on Christmas Day a year ago. And so, I was convinced.
Okay.
From the media, I was convinced that it was over for me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so with that, what I'm trying to say is with that, I didn't think I was going to make it out of it. I was really, because I have pre-existing health conditions and everything, and I'm a big guy. So it was really emotional. And I got ran over sort of by this regret train. I got ran over by it. Like all the things in life I wish I had done and didn't do, because it's not like cancer, even cancer being awful. You could have a few months to live, 6 months, something. You get COVID, you've got days. So I went out and bought cemetery plots and, went and made arrangements at the funeral home for Rob. I was trying to make things really easy for my wife to deal with. So that was where we were a year ago. And all this year, I've done a lot of contemplating about having fewer days in front of me than I do behind me. And you start to evaluate what is most important in life. Now all of that coupled with the economy and how, dollars aren't stretching as far as they were before, and money being a lot tighter, food being a lot more expensive, travel being more expensive. I just didn't want my kids to have to buy me anything. I didn't want Robin to have to buy me anything. And what's most important to me is my kids and my grandkids, my family. And that was something that for me, because I can't tell you how long it's been, Jimmy, since we took a family photo of all the kids and grandkids together. I don't even know the last time we did that. So
okay,
that's part of the deal too.
Now, Radio 101, so you're going to turn this whole thing around into an uplifting. You've got to have the end. Okay, so what's the end?
Right. The end?
Yeah. I mean, that was all great. I've got tears in my eyes. But now we've got to uplift it.
Well, having my family here is going to put me high as you could ever get.
There you go.
What I mean?
That's what I'm talking about.
These grandkids, I told all the family, let's put it all in for the kids. Christmas is for the kids, and
right.
So that's what we're doing. You know what I mean? We're throwing down for all the little ones this year. So, being a parent, being a grandparent, I've rejected being a grandparent for a long time. I mean, like, I'm not a grandfather, I'm not a granddaddy, I'm not pop yet. But you really are, and when I look in the mirror, I damn well know I am. So I'm embracing being a grandfather now. I'm finally settling into that chair and really getting that full enjoyment out of, having grandchildren and helping your kids raise their kids and sort of just watching, something that you brought into this world that's going to carry a little bit of you on down the road when you're long gone. It's a special place to be, man.
Yeah. And last week, the week before, I'm out doing shopping, goofing around. And one of the things I like to do this time of year for myself, because that's when all the toys are there, is I go toy shopping for myself. Right. So that's when, the cool stuff is coming in. Legos, right? Or model cars and die cast this and that. And so I go and I'm anyway, I'm in the toy aisle looking for stuff for me. And I turn and there's this husband and wife, and I'm not making this up. 3 shopping carts. The two of them. So he's pushing one and pulling one. She's pushing, full of toys. And I just thought, how awesome is that? The stress of Christmas shopping in the toy aisle as a parent. It is like the coolest thing you can ever do. And one year I had to do it twice. Well, you know what? I'll share that story for another time, but I had to do it twice. And it was great. And I just missed that. I missed that. And watching these two completely stress out. And they were too, man. They were stressed, man. They were stressed. Well, listen, happy holidays. And you guys are going to have a Christmas dinner and everything. Christmas is Saturday, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Ham, turkey, the whole works. My daughter-in-law's making her famous deviled eggs, man. My daughter's making her famous mashed potatoes. Robin's making her dope casseroles that she puts together. Gosh, it's going to be great.
Man.
My son's going to be here from Dallas. It's going to be a great time, and that's what it's like. And I hope for all of the Fader Knots and you, Jimmy, that you guys have a safe and happy Christmas, and I hope you all get to enjoy your families, man. Like, it's crazy out here.
Thank you so much, Race. Happy holidays. My best to you and the family, and give Robin a big hug for me, and you guys just have a great time.
You got it. God bless you, Jimmy.
Thank you so much, Race. Race Hobbs. That's a Race who deserves, after this year, the most amazing Christmas ever. So there you go. Happy holidays, Race. And with that, I will be taking phone calls all night tonight. And I've got guests throughout the night. And so let's see who is up first. You're live on Fade to Black. Merry Christmas. Who's calling?
Merry Christmas. How you doing, Jim?
I'm doing good. Who's this?
It's Matthew.
Matthew.
Hey, Lord.
How are you, man?
Yeah, good. All right. I was just checking Did you really like that art picture I did?
I did, man.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's cool.
Yes.
I just calling in to see if you did.
Yeah.
I've been sick all week, so I just been in bed.
You've been sick all week. You've been sick all week in bed. Well, at least you'll be better for Christmas. That's all that matters, man.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I hope so.
Well, Matthew, Merry Christmas. Thank you for checking in. And just pull up your blankie, listen to the rest of the show there in bed, and Merry Christmas, man.
So, man, I like your guitars. That's what I admire the most behind you.
Yeah.
Is that, that one guitar.
Which one?
It's kind of hard to say. I like all of them, but just one in particular would probably be the one to your very far right.
To my very far right, this way?
Yeah.
So you're talking about the tiger stripes? The one with the tiger stripe? This one right here? This one?
Well, no, it's the other side. Because if I'm facing you, it's like right or left. That's the left.
Okay, hold on. Let me hang this back up. To my left, all the way over. I don't know what you can see from there. Dimebag Darrell or the Flame?
The Flame.
Yeah, that one's pretty cool. That one's pretty cool. I carved that myself. Pat Wilkins.
I knew there was something about that. I knew that because I know somebody that carves, and I couldn't tell that was done by carving.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, man. Did that on my patio. But Pat Wilkins gets all the credit. I just carved it. He painted it, him and Jonathan Hayes at Pat Wilkins' shop, and built it and put it all together. And he gets all the credit for it. But, I carved it. So there you go. Matthew, Merry Christmas, man. Thank you so much.
All right.
Have a great night. And his artwork is incredible. And I posted up his links for his, I think it was Facebook. And he's got a bunch of artwork up there. He is an amazing artist. Absolutely amazing. All right. Let's see who's up next. Hi, you're live on Fade to Black. Who's calling?
It's Deb.
Hey, Deb. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you and the Fader Knots. Yes. So I have a Christmas memory and then an uplifting thing to say. I did something very similar to what you did with the skateboard, only I did it on a snow trip with my college and career group from church one year. And we'd always go to Tahoe every year for about a week. And I decided, we'd always go out on the snow and ride the inner tubes and the sleds. And there was this old wooden sled, and I decided I just had to ride that thing. But what I did was I laid on my stomach flat down because they said, if you lay this way, you'll be able to go faster. And I was going really fast down the hill, and I was always fearless, and I still am to a certain extent. But I was going really fast, and I was doing great. And then all of a sudden, here came this hill of snow, and it was like I hit it. I hydroplaned through the air, and I landed up on the other side of it on my body without the sled and had the most fantastic wipeout. I fractured a rib, cut up my face. I mean, the whole bit, blood, just like you. And we had one girl in the group who was a photographer. And so she was taking pictures, and she totally got these pictures of me hydroplaning and crashing. And so that made for a fun slideshow later on.
Oh, right on. That's a good.
Back then, it was.
Yeah, that's a good Merry Christmas memory. So what's your uplifting?
Okay, it dovetails on what you said on the last AMA. They asked you if you had one wish, Jimmy, what would it be? And you said, I wish that the divisiveness online and through social media would end.
Yes.
And on that thought, it can be used for negative and it can be used for positive. And I believe that our human race is very, very positive, and I had proof of that this week. And I always, carry this thought with me. But whenever I go out Christmas shopping like you, I carry money because I know I'm going to encounter homeless people. And I did. I was coming out of Target, and I saw a guy out there, and he had his German Shepherd with him. And whenever they've got a dog, I'm like a magnet. I'm right there because I'm always, I hate to say this, but I'm always concerned whether the dog is eaten that day. And I'll just go in and buy food for the dog and the guy. But anyway, so we were out there talking for a while. And then, I gave him something to help him out. And I was so distracted because I was there talking to him for almost half an hour. And then I got everything in the trunk and I drove off. And by the time I got home, which was only fortunately 5 minutes away, I went to go reach for my wallet. And I realized I left it in the cart in the parking lot. And I'm like, oh, no. And then my negative mind kicks in, like, great, thank you, because no good deed goes unrewarded, right? And I went to the negative place. I'm like, no, don't do that. Be positive. You need to go back there, and I did.
So what happened?
And sure enough, so I go back there, and I get to the cart, and sure enough, the wallet's still there.
Wow.
And I'm like, oh, thank you, God. Thank you. I mean, because there were so many people in that parking lot, anybody could have just picked it up and walked off. And it had all my bank cards, credit cards, everything, and cash. And it's just like, you know what? This just goes to prove, that no one took it. They could have. And maybe no one saw it. But, in the past, I've done that and it's been turned in. And I've always gotten my wallet back when I've done that before. So let's just, by serving each other, we serve ourselves, have faith in each other, love each other. And with that, Merry Christmas to you, Jimmy, and the Fader Knots. And I really hope you do an elf video because that would be awesome. I'm glad you like him.
Merry Christmas, Deb, and have a great one this weekend with friends and family. Thank you so much. That's a great story. You're right, uplifting. And there you go. Merry Christmas, Deb. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Jimmy. Same to you. Much love. Bye-bye.
And that's a Merry Christmas story. I'm glad that had a good ending because that was set up to have a very bad ending. I'm not even going to say the words that I want to say with a story like that. Okay, so like that would have really sucked. I mean, oh man. Let's go back to the phones. Hi, you're live on Fade to Black. Who's calling? You're live. You are live. Okay. All right. And there you go. You go to the back of the line. Let's see. Who is on the hold the longest? I'm going to try to get... Oh, that was that one. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Hi, you're live on Fade to Black. Who's calling? Merry Christmas.
Hey, Jimmy, that's me. It's Madeline from New Jersey.
Hey, Madeline, how are you? I am great, Madeline.
I didn't think I was going to get through so quickly. Now you got my head going like that.
Well,
so you've been on
hold.
To the Fader, to Race.
You've been on hold for 15 minutes. That's not too bad. That's breaking a record.
Through that quickly. It's always hours.
Yeah, I know how it is. Merry Christmas, Madeline. Thank you so much. Are you ready? You guys have snow. You must have snow.
No, actually last week the temperatures were in the 60s. Now it's in the 30s, but there's no snow.
Are you going to have snow now? Are you going to have snow by Saturday?
No, I am. They're not predicting it.
Well, have you been good this year?
I never think it's Christmas till there's snow. Like Christmas, it'll be long gone. We get snow. I'm like, yeah, it's Christmas.
Have you been good this year? Naughty or nice? What's the deal?
I have been good, and I've been naughty in a good way.
Okay. That's very New Jersey-ish of you. So, Madeline, what did you ask Santa for this year?
What did I ask Santa? Oh, well, he granted me my gift in 2008. I asked for Brian. I asked him to send me the love of my life, and in 2008 he granted
But that's 13 years ago. That's 13 years ago.
That's all the gift I need. I mean, every day is a gift.
Oh, man.
And I believe in Santa. I do. I believe in Santa. And I just feel like every day is a gift. And I don't need any material things. I just want people to be good. Honestly, when people say peace on earth, I really want that. I really just want people to be kind to one another, and not just at Christmas time, all the time.
Yeah, but what about like some bath bombs? Or what about a really nice soft robe? What about something like that?
Well, if it would be anything, probably jewelry. I love jewelry.
See, I don't like material things, but I do like the kind that glitters, Jimmy. I do like that stuff.
Yeah, I like jewelry, of course.
Okay, all right.
But whatever somebody, whatever I get, I'm grateful for.
Well, I hope Brian's
here. Say hello, Brian.
Hey, Merry Christmas, Jeremy. Merry Christmas, Fader Knots. You guys rock.
Yeah, right on, Brian. You heard that, though, right? She likes the jewelry that glitters. You got yeah.
He knows everything I like. Not really. Go ahead.
What are you guys going to do for Saturday?
We had date night. We went and saw the Spider-Man movie.
Oh, how was that? How was that?
It's good. We had date night last night.
Streams collaborating. Yeah, it's just awesome.
Yeah, everybody says it's great.
Yeah, actually, we went and we had date night last night. I posted it on Twitter. Went to see Spider-Man No Way Home. And they have, I don't know if you've been to the theater lately, but they have these reclining.
What's a luxury theater?
Luxury theater.
Bring your food.
Yeah.
You sit back in the recliner.
Oh, man.
The seat goes back.
We didn't want to leave.
I wanted to take it home. I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah, I know.
I could take this home, right?
Yeah, cocktails, right?
Yeah, they give alcohol.
Yeah, alcohol in the theaters, And
we got Tuesday margaritas.
Yes, you can do that. It's crazy.
It's so nice.
You get your popcorn, and then you go to the left, and there's the bar. You're like, no way. Is this legal? Is this legal?
Right, and they bring the food and drinks right to you.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, it's mind-blowing. You remember when we
But I'm
were...
like, this is how it should be. This is how your movie experience should be.
Yeah. Well, when we were kids, we snuck the alcohol in. You remember that? Just
yeah.
Sneaking in the alcohol.
We snuck stuff in our bags, too.
Yeah, exactly. Now, you can smoke weed, whatever. Nobody cares. It's crazy.
I can't wait for that to be legal in New Jersey. I mean, it's legal, but you can't purchase it yet.
Oh, it's legal,
So
but you can't.
that's what I want for Christmas. I just thought, Jimmy, send me some green leaves from California.
Man, you can't do that. You can't do that over the air. Hey, you guys, Merry Christmas.
That's why I said leaves.
Merry Christmas, you two. Have a great time this weekend.
Thank you.
And
Merry Christmas.
Absolutely. And Brian, remember, only the kind that glitters. You guys have a great night. I'll talk to you.
And
Merry
my
Christmas.
birthstone is I'm April baby, so my birthstone is diamond.
Oh, Brian knows all about that. Merry Christmas, you two. Have a great night.
Thank you. You too. Have a great night.
You too.
Time to fade to black.
That's what I'm talking about. Madeline and Brian from New Jersey. Thank you so much. And we're going to have a lot of stuff going on the show tonight, but I think I'm going to go on the record and say that might be the call of the night. Material stuff? No, not really. But I do like jewelry. Madeline and Brian, Merry Christmas. I'm your host, Jimmy Church. This is Fade to Black. On the Game Changer and UnX Networks, it's our annual Fader Christmas special. I'm going to take a quick break and come back with another surprise guest. I'll be right back.
This is Fade to Black with Jimmy Church on the Game Changer Radio Network.
Your 1 million gigawatt paranormal powerhouse, KUNX-DB, The X.
This is Billy Carson with ForbiddenKnowledge.tv. Forbidden Knowledge TV has just reached its 1-year anniversary. That's right, 1 year. And as a show of appreciation, we are giving all new subscribers a free 30-day trial of ForbiddenKnowledge.tv. That's 30 days to binge watch thousands of movies, documentaries, conferences, workshops, lectures, yoga classes, meditation courses, and so much more. So log on to forbiddenknowledge.tv from your computer or mobile device, or get the Forbidden Knowledge TV app on Apple TV, Roku, Amazon, iTunes, or Google Play today, and use coupon code 30daysfree. That's coupon code 30 days free on forbiddenknowledge.tv today.
Because you never got that pony you always wanted. Damn it. Jimmy Church and Fade to Black on the Game Changer Network.
Listen, I know, and you know, that you've always wanted your first crystal skull. Or maybe you're a collector just like me, but you just don't know where to go to find the real thing. Then I met Carolyn Ford over at EinsteinTheCrystalSkull.com. Carolyn is the guardian of Einstein, one of the most respected ancient crystal skulls in the world. All of her unique skulls have been imprinted sitting with Einstein in his sacred lodge and are carved from the finest gemstone and materials. Imprinting is the process of receiving the ancient wisdom from the master skull or master computer, Einstein, the ancient crystal skull. To see Carolyn's current collection of crystal skulls, just visit her store at EinsteinTheCrystalSkull.com or click on the banner over on our site. Don't forget to use the promo code Jimmy at checkout to receive 10% off of your order today. That's promo code Jimmy. Finding your first or next crystal skull is easy. Just visit EinsteinTheCrystalSkull.com. When you take the beans from Central America with dashes of Indonesian and African mixed in and then roast it to the dark side of Fade to Black, you create the ultimate brew of fringe. Introducing the Fade to Black blend from Rivermoon Coffee. Yes, Rivermoon's darkest customized roast was created for the love of Fade to Black. The alchemy of masterful roasting and smoking the beans is in every sip of this full-bodied, dark Java. I need my coffee dark, deep, with distinct bittersweet chocolate highlights, just like the bunker. Leaning further into the darkness of the roast is Fade to Black blend from Rivermoon Coffee. Just click on the banner at jimmychurchradio.com and use the promo code F2B Blend for 15% off of your order today.
Hello, I'm Katie, and you're listening to my main man, Jimmy Church, on jimmychurchradio.com.
Hi, this is Ray Hobbs here, repping the planet, and you're listening to my good friend, Jimmy Church, Fade to Black.
This is Toby Kebbell. You're listening to JimmyChurchRadio.com. Don't hurt me, Jimmy. I'm only little.
Hey, I'm Adrian Grenier. And this is Ari Gold. We're the Honey Brothers. We're also Honey Brothers. Hey, I'm Adrian Grenier. And I'm Ari Gold. We're the Honey Brothers. And you're listening to Jimmy Church. The Revolution.
This is Jimmy Church of Fade to Black, and you can become an official Fadernaut by just going to our membership section at jimmychurchradio.com.
Hello, this is Serena Wright Taylor from Conscious Life Expo, and you're listening to Fade to Black with Jimmy Church, who holds the Lucky Pony record for the best astrological chart since 1963. True story.
This is Micah Hanks of the Gralien Report, and you're listening to Jimmy Church on Fade to Black.
Welcome back, Fade to Black, our annual Fader Christmas special. Taking your phone calls tonight, Madeline and Brian. Jewelry and green leaves. Oh, man, I loved it. We'll get to some more phone calls here in just a bit. But I've got another special guest doing a drive-by, Mr. Scott Walter. Mr. Scott Walter's with us. Scott, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you, Jimmy. How you doing, man?
I am fantastic. How are you? How's the family? You guys ready?
We are ready. Janet's sitting on the couch. my son, his wife, and my new grandson were over tonight.
Oh.
We had dinner on my birthday, and it was fantastic.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I wished you happy birthday already earlier today.
Yes, you did. Thank you so much. You're a kind soul.
Oh, no, you're kinder. But that's wait a minute here. Hold on a minute. Let's discuss this. Did you get rooked? Did you get ripped off every year? Your birthday?
You know what? It's funny you mention that because it is true. I mean, it's sort of an old wives' tale that people are born that were have their birthday around Christmas time, don't get the same love as other people. And by the way, Janet's is December 27th, so that's only 2 days after. But yes, it's true. People would come by and say, "Oh, I got this for your birthday and Christmas."
And Christmas. And Christmas. So you're looking at your brothers and sisters, right? Born in July. They get the new bike, right? And then Christmas rolls around and they get like another bike.
Another bike, yeah.
Right.
The 10-speed instead of the 3-speed.
And you get one bike all year, and that's it. So the folklore, the mythology is true. Yeah,
it is. But you know what? As you get older, you don't worry about that stuff as much. And frankly, because I have my birthday on the solstice, there's a lot of other things to be to think about. The illumination at the Newport Tower. It's a very important, in fact, sacred day, the winter solstice, and I feel very fortunate to have that birthday. And you know what, Jimmy, you and I, we both got a lot of stuff. I'm not so concerned about the stuff. I'm more concerned with being around people that I love, spending time with, my son, my new grandson. I just became a grandfather.
Congratulations.
That's stuff that's really important,
So, are you and Janet, you're in Minnesota. You guys are enjoying snow, right? You have snow?
We have snow, enjoying. That's subject to debate. I don't know about enjoying it, but you know what? It is what it is, and we're dealing with it. And, it's winter, so, we're going to have a white Christmas. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, it's so funny. I just made Janet sit up on the couch. Did he say enjoying snow?
You literally did, right, Jen? She was laying down, and look at Jimmy. You ruined her comfort zone. No, actually, she loved it. It was great.
And the thing is this, naughty or nice, I know, you've got family. Congratulations. You're a grandfather now, and she's a grandmother. That's awesome. I don't even know how joyous of a feeling that must be. That must be incredible. But what did you ask for Christmas this year?
Oh, God.
I mean, what?
Well, you know what? We've been considering a camper.
Ooh.
And that's a big ticket item, but you know what, traveling, and you know what, we kind of talked about maybe making a pact of going to see all the national parks around the country,
right? And
doing that dorky thing where you put the little sticker on the back of your camper.
Yep.
You know what? I used to laugh at that and go, "How stupid is that?" And now I'm like, it's not a bad program, actually.
No, that's not a bad program, and I am jealous. When you go to the Grand Canyon, you go to Yosemite, you go to these places, and you're behind somebody with 75 stickers, right?
And I used to think it was stupid. Now it's like, you know what? I think I want to do that.
I want to do that. So I'm RV shopping right now too, as well.
Are you really?
Yes, I am, and I'm thinking. I wanted to go full-on Class A, but not a big one. Maybe 33, a 33-foot Class A.
And but you know what? Those 33 feet, that's a lot of shit going on in that thing.
I know.
You'll have plenty of room. You can bring a couple of friends.
Yes. So
action, whatever you want to do. I'll tell you what, though. Just remember, you're going to be sucking a lot of gas, brother.
Yeah, but I need to tow the Jeep, right? So I was thinking about that, but I've been downsizing, and now I'm kind of looking at the adventure vans. And see, the thing is, none of that is cheap these days. And every adventure van that I have found that is pretty cool is still like $1.50.
Yeah, no, they're serious money.
Serious
money. That's why we're looking at towing. Having a
fifth wheel or something, a trailer.
Yeah, well, not a fifth wheel, not even that big. Something that's a little more modest and small. But what's nice is, you're going to tow the Jeep behind. You got to have wheels. Once you get to your spot, you set up your camp. You still got to go out and have dinner. You got to have wheels. You want to be able to be mobile.
You got to have wheels. You can't drive your Class A to Denny's.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep. So that's why we're looking at something we can tow that's a little more modest, and then we just set it up. And if we want to go out to dinner someplace, you cruise off.
I was on the road last month, and I'm behind, and I could see this Jeep is towing a trailer, right? And I'm in my Jeep, and Jeep people look at other Jeeps, right? Okay, so I'm looking at his Jeep.
Okay, gotcha.
And then I see his trailer. And I pull up, and I swear, I've got it written down, the name of it. This was very nice, okay? But it was like the Mad Max adventure trailer. Right? It was black. It matched the Jeep. It looked really expensive, okay? It had like a roll cage on the top. It was a trailer, man, with
a roll cage?
Yeah. And big Mutter tires on it. Very, very nice. Wasn't tall, okay? So it was like 4 feet tall. So it was smaller, and I like those trailers too. Those little like mini trailers.
I mean the ones that pop up?
No. The ones that are teardrop shaped, and they're like 8 feet long.
I know what you mean. Yeah, those little tiny things.
Yeah.
Right,
those are cool too, man. Look, all you need is protection from grizzly bears. Right? That's
right. As long as the door locks and they can't get in, and they don't get to your booze, you're all set.
That's it. That's you need a place to lay your hat, and that's it. Everything else can happen outside of it. So I've been looking at those too as well. But now I'm going to go RV, and I'm just trying to figure out what to do.
Okay, but here's what you got to do. Once you decide on what you're going to get, you got to let me know where. You got to let us know where you're going, and we got to connect in the park.
Yep.
And then you know what? First night we'll go over to your place and we'll party, and then we'll come to our place after that. How's that?
That's the plan. And
I love it. I love it.
Are you guys going to pull the trigger in 2022? Because I am.
I think we are. You know what? We've been talking about it for a while, and you know what? It's the kids are launched, they're married, and it's nice to have a home base, but I think getting out on the road and seeing the country, and you know what? The best part isn't necessarily, you want to go to a place. It's getting there.
Yes,
it's the
I know.
adventure of getting there.
I swear, and I love driving.
I do too. Is there something wrong with us?
Some people just can't stand it.
No, I love it.
I love driving. I do. I love every last bit of it. I love the entire experience. So
I'm with you, man.
Yeah.
And you know what? You can put on the jams, you can listen to music and crank it as loud as you want, or you can just sit back and you can just watch, the countryside go by. You watch the sun, you watch the moon. If you're driving at night, the stars. It's something about it, and I'm totally with you. I don't care. You know what? People say, oh, I got to drive 3 hours. I got to drive 5 hours. I'm like, are you kidding me? That's like nothing.
I do that standing on my head. So,
Exactly.
So the other day, I'm in the middle of the desert, Scott, and on a side road. It's still a highway, but it's a side highway, right? Not the main highway. Anyway, so I'm on this thing, and I'm jetting through. No cars in front of me, no cars in back of me. Wide open desert, no structures, nothing, sand and cactus, right? As far as the eye can see. And then I see this object up in front of me on the right, on my side of the road. I'm like, what is that? And there's nothing out here, nothing. And I slow down, and you know what it was?
What?
A recliner.
What? On the side of the road? Somebody had dumped it on the side of the road?
In the middle of the desert, a recliner.
And it had your name on it, right?
I swear I took a picture. I'm like, nobody is going to believe this story. So I continue driving, and this is about a quarter mile. I got up to speed, and now I see something else. And I slow down, and there's nothing, right? So this stuff catches your eye.
Yeah.
Guess what the second object was in the middle of the Mojave Desert?
A bed.
A baby carriage.
Oh, my God.
A stroller.
This is the kind of stuff that people they want to get rid of it. They don't want to go through the hassle of going to a recycle or whatever, and I'm just going to put it on the side of the road.
Man.
Jimmy Church may drive by. He'll take it.
Man, I'm looking for the ghost baby zombie, right?
Hey, but you know what, Jim? Here's the thing. When you have a drive like that where you find yourself on, a desolate area, and, maybe if you're traveling with somebody, they're like sleeping or they're not paying attention. There's something about just driving on the road and looking around at beautiful scenery during the day, late in the day, even at night. And there's something really humbling about that. And you realize how big and how beautiful the world is and how insignificant we are in many ways. And it just makes you appreciate,
Yeah.
Appreciate life more, and it just sort of puts it into perspective. I think it's a beautiful thing. And as you get older, and let's face it, we're both over 30, and then some.
Right.
But isn't that the kind of stuff that you think about when you're out on that open road, just by yourself, cruising along?
I do, and okay. I got to make this part quick because I got to mention something else to you before I get to these other callers.
Okay, cool.
So, this was. I live in the Mojave Desert, right? So, I'm driving around, and again, I like to get lost and go out and see things, and I'm on this road trip. It's about a month ago, and I see something again off in the desert because when you see an unnatural object, it catches your eye, and I look, and this was about a quarter mile to a half mile off of this road that I was on, and
so
I look
in the desert, right?
Yeah, and it was this compound that was surrounded by a fence. There was a dark-colored new SUV that I could see with an RV, right, with a fence around it. But in the middle of the compound was a flagpole with a pirate flag on the top.
No way.
And I'm looking at him like, that dude has got it all figured out. That guy right there. He's
got his own little island in the desert, right?
He's got it all figured out. Okay, so listen, I just want to ask you really quick. I've got to get to these phone calls, Scott, and Merry Christmas. Right. Have you been to the Grapevine petroglyph site in Nevada?
Grapevine? I have not.
Okay. I will send you pictures tomorrow.
Okay, please do.
We went there. I shot video. There's a cave. There's 280 petroglyphs dating pre-1100 AD. They don't know who. It's an origin story. They don't know who did them. The Mojave Indians out there lay no claim to this.
They don't. They say it's not our stuff.
So go Grapevine petroglyphs. That's all you got to do. Go look at that.
Oh, will you?
Yeah,
okay,
and the cave that was there. So anyway, you guys, Merry Christmas.
We'll talk about it. I'm very curious to see your pictures, and let's just go from there. I want to take a look at them. I'll definitely give you my take. Hey, Jimmy, I just want to tell you and all of your listeners, happy holidays to everybody. Enjoy your time with your family, and don't freak out on this whole COVID thing. I know it's a big deal, but try to have fun and just, instead of thinking about the negative, dwell on the positive. And, hey, it's the solstice. The days are getting longer. Summer's coming. It's going to be great.
Merry Christmas. Bye, Janet.
Bye, Jimmy. Love you.
Love you back. You guys enjoy your weekend with your family, and congratulations, Grandpa. I'll talk to you.
Okay, thank you, Jimmy. We love you, brother.
Talk to you. Scott Walter. Now, finally, somebody with some snow. Somebody with some snow. And but it's Minnesota, right? Merry Christmas, Scott. Merry Christmas, Janet. All right, let's see who we have up next. I'm going to tell you right now, turn me down in the background. You're coming up right now. Turn me down. I see. Hi, you're live on Fade to Black. Who's calling? Okay, turn me down in the background. Okay, that's not good enough. Okay, I'm going to the next caller. You got to be ready. You've got to be ready. And so I am going to go here. Hi, you're live on Fade to Black. Merry Christmas. Who's calling?
What's up, Jimmy? Merry Christmas, buddy.
Hey, Pat. How are you, my man?
I'm doing great, man.
What's cracking?
Not much. Just to let you know, I already had Ziploc baggie already kind of in my stocking and everything, just in case.
Okay. And?
I'm waiting for you to ask me what I want for Christmas.
Okay. Hey, Pat, this year, give me the scales, naughty or nice?
Am I getting the kebabs?
I'm asking you, have you been naughty or nice?
I was trying to deflect that question there, Sunshine. You're not paying attention. Let's move on.
No. Not. Do you want the kebab recipe? I'll give it to you right now in the air.
Oh, I've been nice whole time.
All right, this is what you do. You ready? Okay. Now, this goes with chicken or beef. The beef has to be ribeye. Okay? The chicken the chicken can be chicken breast or thigh, doesn't matter, but you've got to cut it in 2-inch cubes, just like the ribeye, okay? Because it's got to go on your kebab skewer. And the kebab skewer has to be metal. It cannot be wood, otherwise the wood will burn up. Okay? So that's your first step. Second step, you get a 1-foot square freezer bag. You're going to go through 3 or 4 of these in this recipe. Okay? In this bag, you are going to put a 1/4 cup. Are you listening?
I'm going to rewatch this and write it down.
You better be writing it down now.
I can't. I don't have nothing around me.
Oh, okay. You are going to put a 1/4 cup of orange drink, not orange juice. Are you listening?
Like Orange Crush.
No, you want orange drink. There is a lot of different orange drinks out there. But so orange drink, not orange juice. Too much acid. And you need some sugar. Okay? All right? And then you are going to get some tahini, Chef Tahani Mexican spice. Okay? And you can get that at the store. Then you are going to get a dash of paprika, but that's not even necessary. Next, you're going to take a half an onion. I use red onion, and you are going to dice that up. Dice it up, because a handful of that is going to go in this bag. You dump all of the ingredients into the freezer bag with your 2 pounds of chicken, your 2 pounds of ribeye, whatever it is, and you shake that up and you just put that down. That is all you do. You don't do salt, you don't do pepper, you don't do garlic, you don't no other spices. None. Orange drink. Handful of diced onions, and the Chef Tahani. And that's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. And you can ask anybody. You can ask anybody that has been to my home and experienced the kebabs, where they have said it's the most delicious thing they have ever eaten in their entire lives. And that's it.
All right, I appreciate that, man.
You know who
So
I got.
Does that mean I'm still not going to get any in my stocking?
So tell me how that works out for you, though. Now, you can goof around after that. That's all that goes in the meat. And you put that in the refrigerator, let that sit for 4, 5, 6 hours. Not that big of a deal, okay? When you do the kebabs, I normally only do meat on the kebab skewers. But if you want to get exotic, then you can do, chunks of onion. You can do pineapple. You can do green peppers and put that on and make your kebab look pretty. And I do like grilled vegetables and grilled onions are really good in the end. But honestly,
when I do kebabs, all I do is meat too, man. I don't put a bunch of junk on.
No, you don't have to put the junk on. You don't. Sometimes I like the onions though, because I like the grilled onions and the taste. But really only meat on the skewers, and then nice steamed rice on the side, some nice jasmine rice.
Right on.
Merry Christmas, Pat. There you go. There's my Christmas gift to you, my friend.
I appreciate it. Okay, you ready? I got one question.
Sure.
What gift did you give that made you the happiest to be able to give it to that person?
Ever in my life?
Ever in your life?
Ever? You know what? I'm going to say this. My daughter Nicole. This is when she was really young. All she wanted, and you guys remember the rage, right? But all she wanted was a talking Elmo, and she was like 2. And this is what TV was doing. And I swear to you, I got the talking Elmo, and that year, talking Elmos were going for like $3,000 at Toys R Us, right? I mean, they were nowhere to be found. And I got the talking Elmo, and she not only loved it and it made her happy, but she didn't put that thing down for a year. She never got tired of it. And that talking Elmo, I know it sounds crazy, and I've done other heartwarming things, where I've glowed and stuff, but that talking Elmo that year when Santa came and she's 2 and Santa brings her talking Elmo, I'm telling you, man, that was a good day. That was a good day. So there you go.
Awesome.
Merry Christmas, Pat. Thank you so much, my friend.
Dude.
I'll talk to you.
All right, later.
Later. It's time to fade to black. Pat Breeze, the elf, coming in strong. So Merry Christmas to Pat. He finally, I had to give it up. The kebab recipe. This is Fade to Black. I'm your Jimmy Church. This is our annual Fader Christmas special. More of your phone calls are next. Stay right there. And I'll be right back with another special guest. Stay with me.
Way out here, we listen to Jimmy Church.
You're listening to Fade to Black.
You're listening to Jimmy Church and Fade to Black on the X.
¿Qué tal, mis amigos? Yo soy Mario Carson, el tiburón, y los invito para que escuchen a mi buen amigo Jimmy Church Radio. ¡Claro que sí!
This is Jimmy Church, and I personally invite you to the 2022 Conscious Life Expo this February 4th through the 7th, live at the LAX Hilton in Los Angeles, California. This year, we have the most exciting speakers, including Whitley Strieber, Adam Apollo, Billy Carson, Daryl Anka and Bashar, William Henry, Caroline Corey, Susan Slaughter, Daniel Brinkley, JJ and Desiree Hertog, Sarah Breskman Cosme, George Norrie, Gail Thackeray, and many, many more. I will be hosting all weekend long, including the keynote Ancient Secrets panel on Friday night. 5 vendor and exhibit halls, 3 floors of speakers, panels, and celebration. This is the biggest event of the year, and early bird passes are available now. Just go to ConsciousLifeExpo.com for the schedule, speakers, and information. That's ConsciousLifeExpo.com. Do you want to be an official Fader Knot? Of course you do. This is Jimmy Church of Fade to Black. Just go to our membership section at JimmyChurchRadio.com. Fader Knots. When you think about the future of our country and where we're headed, do you wonder about the food supply? I do. Disruptions in the food supply chain could be disastrous, and they usually occur with little warning. That's why the smartest thing you can do today is to stockpile emergency food, water, and other essentials. I personally recommend My Patriot Supply. They're the nation's largest emergency preparedness company, serving millions of customers for more than a decade. In fact, they're the only source my family trusts for our preparedness plan. You should too. Right now, save 20% off a full 4-week supply of delicious meals that provide 2,000 calories a day. Saving 20% helps too, doesn't it? Especially now. So go to preparewithjimmy.com and get ready. That's preparewithjimmy.com. There's no time to lose. Do it now.
So, you love talk radio? Then you'll love TalkStreamLive.com. TalkStream Live is always on, 24/7 with the best streaming talk shows. Find your favorite talkers and discover some new ones. It's free, readily available online or on mobile with any smartphone or tablet. Finding your favorite talk shows all in one place has gotten a whole lot easier. Just go to TalkStreamLive.com. Be sure to download the free apps from Google Play or the iTunes App Store.
You listen to us, and we listen to you. And so does the CIA. KGRARadio.com.
You are listening to Fade to Black with Jimmy Church on the Game Changer Network.
Oi, oi, I'm Reese Evans. You're listening to Jimmy Church. This is Revolution. The revolution will not be televised. The revolution is on radio. Ciao.
Welcome back. Fade to Black. I'm your host, Jimmy Church. Tonight is our annual Fader Christmas special. Taking your phone calls. Have you been naughty or nice? That's the question. What's Santa going to bring you this year? We'll get back to the phone calls in a second, but I've got lots of very special guests tonight. And I just got to say it. I'm going to say it nice and loud. Merry Christmas, Whitley Strieber. How you doing, my friend?
Merry Christmas, Jimmy. I'm doing great. Can you hear?
You're skipping out just a little bit, and I know that you're in the middle of another. You're in a meeting, but so we're doing this a little bit. Okay, Whitley, we're live on the air though. Whitley's getting his microphone set up. Hey, Whitley, I get to watch this. This is pretty funny.
Jimmy, can you hear me?
Yes, now we got you. Merry Christmas, Whitley.
Jimmy, can you hear me?
Yes, I can, Whitley. Yes. Whitley, look at me.
Okay,
yes. We can hear you. Merry Christmas.
All right, I can.
Oh, man. This is great.
I'm sorry. I'm having a lot of electronic problems around here, and not just tonight.
It's okay. It's okay, Whitley. Here.
I know this place.
Okay, hold on. Just
All right.
I'm gonna text this. Just say Merry Christmas. And just stay with me, Whitley.
Okay. Merry Christmas, folks.
Yeah, there you go. I said just say Merry Christmas. Whitley, we love you, man. And I know
Merry Christmas.
Yeah, thank you, sir. And I know you're in the middle of a meeting. Whitley, I just wanted to bring in Whitley to say Merry Christmas to everybody. And he's got some other stuff that he's doing right now, and I interrupted all of that. But Whitley, I hope that you have a great, fun, and safe weekend.
I hope so too, Jimmy. I hope someone heard me.
Yes, everybody can hear you.
Oh, I'm glad of that because I'm having so much trouble I can't hear you.
Yeah, but you're just fine, Whitley. You're just fine. And
Great.
And
I'm looking forward to a great Christmas, and I hope you are too.
Thank you so much, Whitley. And it's so important that when we get to this time of the year, that we look forward to the next year, which is 2022. And today's the summer solstice, which means tomorrow the days are longer. We're getting out of the darkness, and then we just head into the rest of the holidays. So from the Fadernauts and all of us to you, Whitley, Merry Christmas, my friend.
And Merry Christmas to everybody.
Happy
New Year.
Thank you so much, Whitley, and I'll see you soon, my friend.
See you soon.
Thank you so much. Whitley Strieber. Whitley, go back to work. Go back to work. We'll talk to you soon, Whitley. Thank you, man. Whitley is in the middle of a conference. And so he's doing that, and stuff is falling off of my desk. It's been happening all night, and very strange. You are watching me pick it up. So let's do this, and I'm going to put this next caller on hold, and then we are going to get right to the phone calls. Let's see who is up next. Hi, you're live on Fade to Black. Merry Christmas.
Hey, Jimmy.
Yes.
Hey, how are you, man?
I'm doing good. Who's this?
This is Phil Van Scotter.
Phil Van... What?
Yeah.
Wait. You're talking about the Phil from 30 years ago.
No, from 3 years ago, you had a podcast... You had a podcast contest, and you picked 3 winners, and I was one of them.
Oh, okay. Well, it's good to hear your voice again. I thought this was somebody from my distant past, but you're cooler than who I was thinking of. So, how you doing, Phil? How's that studio that we sent you?
Oh, it's awesome, man. And I have to tell you what. After that happened, I went on a incredible writing spree, put together 2 musical albums, and I have to confess, I only did a couple of podcasts, and I didn't get into a flow with that. But I'm a rock musician, and I've been on fire for like 2 years straight, and I really that was just a real inspirational thing that happened, and I really appreciate. I'm very grateful for that.
Yeah, well, and hopefully that the studio, it inspired you, but it's also gear that you can use for anything.
Exactly, and I have been doing it for a lot of different things, and combining it with my existing setup, my bigger monitors, and my MIDI keyboards and everything. So, and I have to say, those Tascam headphones, they're my favorite now. And you'd think, you'd prefer a more expensive pair, but I love the lightweight feeling and the tone is great in them. So those are my go-to headphones now for sure.
Yeah, they're my go-to too. I have all the I have AKG, Sennheiser, Sony, MD7506s, AKG 246s. I got all the industry standard stuff. I love the Tascam headphones, and I can use whatever I want. Okay, all right. I think everybody understands that, right? I can use whatever I want. And I love these headphones, and Tascam knows that, and I love these headphones. These are great. These are the TH07s. I also like the TH06s, and I switch between the two. They have a different sound, but I like the 07s. I've been using these more, but I switch back and forth. I have the 06s right down there, and all of the expensive stuff, they've been moved to a shelf in the garage. So yeah, there you go.
Right.
Yeah, right on, man.
Yeah, man.
And it's great to hear your voice, and I know that having gear. And what we sent you, that was a complete studio. You're good to go. Everything that we sent you, and but that stuff it inspires creativity, and however that comes. And I am really glad that it inspires you to get back into music and practice and write and do all of that stuff. So send me your music, man. Let me hear it. Do you play keyboards?
I do, yeah. I switch between keyboards, guitar, and just picked up bass guitar a couple years ago, and just love getting my hands on the bass now. There's something about the bass, and so I'm a multi-instrumentalist that way. But I'm definitely ready to start playing with other people. It's been 2 years of just solo recording. And I put out a couple albums on Spotify and iTunes, so I'll send you the links to those.
Yeah, I would love to hear it. Did you hear the show that we just did with Rudy Sarzo?
That was what I was going to talk about with you, because I was so inspired by Rudy, and there were so many things I connected with, and one of those was the 432 hertz equals A tuning, which I've been trying to turn other musicians onto, but I get people aren't really hip to it. It's kind of brushed aside. But I've been tuning to that for 3 years now, and I feel a total difference. Like, I feel I can play longer. I feel more inspired. And I really think there's something to people saying that it's a cosmic vibration, and that it's a harmonic of the cosmos. And there should be many. There's so many possibilities. But I would like to see a movement to alter that standardization from 440 to 432. But I have to be honest with you, Jimmy, that to me now is not a top priority when you consider all these other systems, our energy systems, our financial. I think, as Johnny Enoch was talking about the other day, there are so many aspects of our Earth society that need to transform for us to join a galactic community. And so I have to admit, like, for now, I'm shelving the 432. I'm not going to toot my horn around it too much. But when Rudy Sarzo was talking about it, oh my God, I plugged in my guitar. I was listening to some Ozzy and just jamming out, and it was like, damn, it really meant a lot to me to have a professional and a famous musician bring it up.
Yeah, and again, inspirational. And Rudy, who I've known for such a long time. I mean, a long time. We've gone through phases of life together, right? Okay, so that being said, I learned so much from just being around him, how to carry yourself, and how to be not only kind to others but kind to yourself too, and how he looks at life. And yeah, okay, there is the music side of things, and yes, there's things he knows as a musician, and yeah, okay, there's all of that. But when you go to the top and stay there, like he has, that's a hard thing to do for 50, 60 years. And he has managed to pull that off. Well, special people get to enjoy that. You have to give back more than you take. And that's what I learned from Rudy.
Right.
And I'm being very, very serious. Okay, now I'll share a Christmas story with Rudy. So my daughter Nicole is, at this time, she's like 3. She's 3 years old. And we go over to, it's Christmas Day, and we go over to Rudy's house for Christmas dinner. And, you know, he lived a block from me, so we go over to Rudy's house. And we exchange gifts, and we're doing a thing, and we have a great dinner, and or brunch or whatever we did. And so we go, and then Nicole and I go back home. We go in the house, and I turn on the TV, and I'm doing whatever, and I go in the living room, and Nicole's sitting on the floor in front of the TV, fixated. And I look, and it's Behind the Music, Quiet Riot is on TV. And there's Rudy. And she's 3. She's 3. Now, she just came from his house. And she knows Uncle Rudy, right? They're friends. But she doesn't know this, right? And she's sitting in front of the TV, total accident, and she turns around and looks at me, and then she looks back and she goes, "How is Rudy inside of the TV set?" How cool is that? I mean, that's for real. That's not like watching Gilligan's Island, wondering how Gilligan is inside of the TV. She was just at his house having dinner, right? and she's 3, and watching her face, and I just let her try to figure that out on her own. I didn't explain anything, but watching her turn around and look at me and then turn back to the TV, what was going through her head at that moment, I have no idea. So there you go. Hey, Phil, happy holidays, man, and thank you for checking in with us. You've got my email. Send me the links. Let me check out the albums, and anything you need, I'm here for you.
Thank you so much, Jimmy. And, thank you for everything you do, man. There's all of the guests and the amazing conversations. It means a lot to me. And so thank you so much, and we'll be in touch.
Happy holidays, man. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Thank you so much. That's a great phone call, Phil. Thank you. And Phil won the podcast contest that we had, and very cool to hear from Phil. And that was a good phone call right there. All right, let's go back to your phones. Hi, you're live on Fade to Black. Who's calling? You're live. You're live. I can hear you breathing. 3, 2. I got the whole button right here. I got to do it. Okay, that's it. That's it. You only get one crack. You only get one crack at it. There you go. All right, let's see who's up next. Hi, you're live on Fade to Black. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. How you doing, Jimmy?
Who's this?
This is Dave and Clint and Lori from Georgia, Lakeland, Georgia.
I got to write all that down. Okay, hold on. Dave, Clint,
Dave, Clint, and Lori.
Lori from Georgia. Merry Christmas, man. How you guys doing?
Merry Christmas, Jimmy. We're doing good. We're doing good. Happy birthday to Jordan Maxwell on Friday.
Merry Christmas.
Hi, Lori.
And short and sweet. short and sweet. Santa Claus brings me that Dookie Drive pedal. Green Day, Dookie Drive.
Yeah. Hey,
you know, brother.
Hey, wait a minute. Let's stop right there for a second. That first Green Day record, every song, epic. Everyone, yes. No filler on that album. No filler.
No filler. All killer.
All killer, no filler. That's it, man. They didn't phone anything in on that record. Later, I appreciate everything that they've ever put out. But that first record, oh, man.
Yes, Jimmy.
Man, I still listen to it. I still listen to it all the time, man. I'll pop that thing on and just go.
Same here. So cool. Same here. Westbound Sign, where you're at.
I'm telling
California.
You.
Hey,
you know those guys?
pedal. They took both his amps. I apologize. We talked about this one day before, talking about this a long time ago. Well, they took his amps, the same ones that he played Woodstock 94 on, that recorded Dookie and Insomniac, and took the circuitry, whatever the company is. I think it's Dunlop. I forget the company, but the circuitry is in that pedal, that Dookie Drive pedal. So you can have Billy Joe Armstrong, Dookie and Insomniac amps and that.
And
I hope you get one too.
And the best part about that pedal, though, is the paint job.
Yes, brother. And now they got a third generation on it, and it's harder to find the album cover one.
Yeah, man. That's the one I'm talking about. Okay.
Yeah, me too. Same here.
Which one do you have?
I don't have it yet. Santa Claus is going to bring me that.
Oh,
that's what I'm wishing for. That's what I'm calling Fade to Black. Put out in the universe.
Okay, let's put it out there. You're getting the one with the clouds, right? The clouds and the blue sky. Man. Yeah, man. That's the one.
Woodstock 94. Oh my God.
Yeah, right.
That's amazing.
I mean,
I watched it live.
The thing is, can I just say a couple of things? When you play bass with 1 foot on the monitor, you're rock and roll. And the image,
all the way.
You know what I'm talking about, right? And,
all the way,
and watching the way that how do I say? I want to say this politely. I want to say this with the utmost of respect. But Dirnt is what rock and roll needs to be. He's got the image.
Absolutely.
He's got the chops. He's got the attitude, and that bass is slung down, and when he's doing his thing, and rocks 1 foot on the monitor like nobody's business. And you know what I'm talking about, man. And I need that. And also, Trey's an amazing drummer. And
Trey cool.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And so the three of them creating that huge sound, and it was just, man.
Their own sound, their own image, everything.
Yes.
A whole wave. I wanted to be Billy Joe as a kid. I remember seeing Woodstock 94 and being like, oh my God. When I Come Around video came out.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. So, okay. Can I confess something? So I'm listening. I don't know anything about Green Day, right? I buy the album. I'm into the songs, and it won't leave my CD player, and I'm cranking it. I thought Billy Joe was British. He sings. I mean, now I know it's not true, and now I've got it all wrong. But he sang with like a British accent on certain words, right? And I'm like, they're from Sacramento, right? I was like, no way. And that impressed me more. I mean, if you listen to Come Around or anything off Dookie, he's got certain words where he does this rock and roll, Sex Pistols, punk thing on it. And I thought, dude, I thought
a blast.
I thought they
having
were
a blast is like duct taping dynamite to your spine and telling everyone in the building to kiss themselves goodbye. I mean, that's how the first song starts off on that record.
It does.
Like, whoa.
It does. And
his lyrics are very intricate. His lyrics
my
are
brother
so
and I,
awesome.
we got to see them in the year 2000 at the Warped Tour. They played the Warped Tour before Warning came out. So we saw them as a 3-piece band, Jim. And I remember my godfather, he had the backstage little wristbands back then. They would just tear off the end parts and throw them on the ground. We went to the medic tent and taped them up, and I walked right in the backstage.
Yep.
I'll get my brother
did.
to send you a tweet of it where we walk in the backstage, and there's Billy Joe Armstrong. And this is 6 years after I saw Woodstock. There he is, and I hear my brother do like this swan dive, like click with a little click camera.
Right.
And I got the picture. I would love the day you send that.
I'll send Twitter. I'll
And
tweet
you
it
can
to
see
the
me
sandbox.
looking at him, the corner of my face. And there's Billy Joe just walking to the stage. Just them three, and I patted him on the back. And I remember being like, "Dave, dude, I've like, I've made it like I'm a very risk-full guitar player." So I was like,
so it's like I'll never wash my hand again.
I try not to.
Hey, you guys, can you post the pictures on Twitter? I would love to see them.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I'm gonna ask Dave to post those, to send them to you
right in the sandbox.
Yeah.
I'll do that after we hang up.
Yeah. I've got the sandbox right in front of me. You guys got to post that. Hashtag it F2B. They were
bass players.
What's that?
I apologize. I'm really excited because speaking of bass players, I called in about Mark Hoppus, which we put out in the universe. He's doing very well now. And a little inside joke: Tom DeLonge is your boy because they are boys. You're healing well, and I just want to say he's so good and he's doing very well. I just want to put that out because
Hey, Jimmy, I had a question, man. There's something that I've always wanted to bring this up to you, actually. My brother did some research, and I'm sure a lot of the Fadernauts and people know, too. There's a doctor, like, say people have cancer, they have blood diseases or something like that, different things.
Bob Beck?
Beck. That's what his name
was. He makes a blood pulser. He invented the strobe light circuit in the Army, and they took his patent. And there's a video of him in the 90s, and he's something very old man with a head full of black hair, and he takes the strobe light, one of the old ones now, back in the day. You put a speaker wire, the two pieces, you undo it and put it where the bulb part is, and you take a subwoofer on the other end, and it pops like pop, pop. Well, a company now has taken that, and there's a bunch of testimony. They made it into a machine now to where you can pulsate your blood by
like a wristband or something like that.
Right. Like where your wrist is, and at 3 hours, all the blood goes through it. So it electromagnetic. That's the word for it, but it blood pulses your blood and just destroys all bloodborne pathogens out there.
It's wild,
so
man.
People out there,
All right, somebody.
That's probably what.
Somebody in Twitter. I got to head to a break, you guys. Somebody in Twitter will post that up. But listen. Post up the Green Day pics, and with that,
you got it, man.
Immediately, right after
Dave Clinton, Lori.
I got you, Jim, and Merry Christmas. Happy birthday, Jordan Maxwell. Friday, 81 years old. Come on.
Merry Christmas. You guys have a great weekend.
Fade to black,
yes, sir, and fade to black.
Fade to black, everybody. Merry Christmas, Dave Clinton, Lori, out there in Georgia, getting that Dookie pedal for Christmas. That's cool. It's Fade to Black. I'm your host, Jimmy Church. Got another special guest coming up after this short break. Stay with us.
Hi, everybody. This is Rob Halford, the Metal Guard on JimmyChurchRadio.com.
Your 1 million gigawatt paranormal powerhouse, KUNX-DB, The X.
Are you ready to read about true paranormal events? UNX Media publishes nonfiction books about UFOs, ghosts and haunted places, time anomalies, cryptid creatures, and more. Just like KUNX-DB Radio, it's all about unexplained phenomena. Visit www.unxmedia.com to see our list of great book titles by Debbie Ziegelmeyer, Gene Walker, Devin Listrom, Wayne Lawrence, Bill Spicer, and yours truly, Margie Kay. That's unxmedia.com.
Why is it we're not very good with our health regimen until it's too late? We don't put oil in the car until the engine blows up. When the body's out of balance, your health is not so good. Give your body some love. Log on to wtih.com. That's wtih.com. Try our Life Change Tea, which cleanses you from harmful intruders. A clean colon is one of the ways to bring the body in balance. We also carry organic supplements to help you get where you need to go. So do your body a favor. Log on to wtih.com. That's wtih.com. You can even visit our sales page to save some dough. Does anybody call money dough anymore? Anyway, if you're looking for short, helpful health tips, go to YouTube and punch in Health Matters Now. That's Health Matters Now. So, log on to wtih.com, shop, get balanced, then learn some cool tips at Health Matters Now. You'll be glad you did. That's wtih.com.
This is Jimmy Church of Fade to Black, and I only drink Fade to Black blend coffee from River Moon. Just click on the River Moon Coffee banner at jimmychurchradio.com. Promo code F2B Blend.
This is the only way forward.
This is Fade to Black. Make contact.
When you're in the house for longer periods of time, you can see them flying or running across the floor. Ooh, yuck. They're unhealthy, gross, and disgusting. Bugs. I loathe bugs. We keep a clean home, but occasionally bugs show up. Well, I found something that is tougher than bugs. Orange Guard. On contact, it kills hidden bugs, including ants, roaches, and fleas. Plus, Orange Guard is a residual repellent. All of the ingredients of Orange Guard are on the FDA generally recognized as safe list. Orange Guard may be used around food, humans, and pets. It comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee. Orange Guard. Available at orangeguard.com, Whole Foods, and Ace Hardware.
Gold loves chaos, uncertainty, and disarray. History shows us what gold does when people aren't sure about the government, the stock market, their jobs, or their retirement savings. Our national debt is skyrocketing. Gold and other precious metals are a defense measure against inflation and a stock market that might take years to recover. So what can you do right now to protect yourself? Call United Gold Group. We offer gold and other precious metals delivered securely within 72 hours. Are you worried about the stock market? We can also help you set up a real gold or silver IRA or a 401k. Safe and secure. United Gold Group makes gold ownership affordable. Call now and get up to $2,500 in free gold or silver with a qualified IRA. Call 800-753-8534. That's 800-753-8534 or visit unitedgoldgroup.com.
You want to know a secret? I love ponies. I really love ponies. I'm serious. I couldn't stay sane without ponies to brush.
Why Fade to Black? Because you never got that pony, damn it.
This is Fade to Black with Jimmy Church on the Game Changer Radio Network.
Welcome back. Fade to Black, our annual Fader Christmas special. Special guests all night long taking your phone calls. And after this next special guest, I am going to be taking phone calls for the rest of the night from you Fadernauts, 747-228-2051. And if you're on hold, stay right there. We'll get to you. But coming up next, I am going to say Merry Christmas to Mr. Billy Carson. Billy, Merry Christmas.
Hey, Merry Christmas, Jimmy. How is everything?
It is great. And how much snow do you guys have there in Florida?
Man, we're dealing with about 3 inches of sand.
Yep.
3 inches of sand and palm trees. And at least it's cold out here. But it's the winter solstice. Tonight is the 21st. Are you guys ready for Christmas weekend?
We're all ready, man. Just been hunkered down and waiting. Got some family in town. And, first time I've really done the whole Christmas celebration thing in a while, just because my better half really likes that kind of thing. So I said, hey, let's do it. You got to make them happy. You got to keep everybody happy. And so everything is set, and we're just waiting for the countdown, and got a lot of great events planned. The movies, going to go see Spider-Man on Christmas Day, and The Matrix, and so we got a lot of cool things planned.
Oh wow, The Matrix comes out this weekend?
Oh yeah.
Oh man, I missed that one. I hear Spider-Man is great though.
Yeah, it's really good. Supposedly a lot of the ratings are phenomenal, and it's just now. I haven't heard anything about The Matrix yet, but regardless, just for old time's sakes, we have to go check out The Matrix.
Yeah, you got to do it, and let me know how that works out. And a crazy year, a fun year, crazy year. Lots of things went down, and I'm talking about disclosure and the excitement of things. But we're on the verge now of putting 2021 behind us, and 2022 is finally here. Are you excited?
Oh man, I'm really excited. 2020 for a lot of people was a disaster. For me, it wasn't business-wise. It wasn't. 2021, things got even better, and I'm really excited about 2022. I just signed 6 people to TV deals for my TV network. We just acquired a ton of new content that's been unseen and unwatched. Just a lot of great things happening, man. My NFTs drop, my cryptocurrency coin drops in 2022. So I'm excited, man. I'm pumped.
Well, it's I said this, and you and I talked about this 2 years ago. But if there was one thing that we could do as individuals right now, is this is the time when you've been procrastinating your whole life, you're busy, you're this, you're that. This is the one time, if you wanted to get something done, now's the time to do it. Write that book, right? Start that podcast, write that music, learn a new instrument. Whatever that little thing is that you've been putting off, now's the time to take advantage of it, because when all of this madness gets behind us, it's time to get on that entrance ramp on the freeway and blast through the traffic. Nobody's going to wait for you, right?
That's right.
And it's going to explode. And 2022 is the year to fresh start, and whatever it is that inspires you, right? Go and get it done now.
Yep, absolutely. You hit it on the head, man. A lot of people sat back and they waited and they complained and whined and cried, when other people were out there just grinding and clawed away at this deep hole we were all in. And like I say, 2022, a lot of us have made it to the top of that pit, and the others are still at the bottom of that hole, still whining and crying. That sometimes that's what separates the go-getters from the people that are, just meant to be average. I mean, it's not being cocky, but I mean, sometimes you have to say, look, enough is enough. I'm going to draw a line in the sand. This is my time to shine. This is my time to accomplish goals.
Right.
And sometimes you just got to go out there and do it, regardless of what it looks like, regardless of who is saying what, the naysayers and the haters and everything else. You just got to go out there and claw at it and take your piece of the pie.
Yeah. Ignore all of that stuff. And here is the one thing about you, Billy. And and you wrote about this in your book, and I wrote the foreword to the book. And I meant every word that I said in there, which is one of the core things, and I do this with Billy, one of the core things you can do to inspire yourself is surround yourself with people that are positive, That's it. Don't surround yourself with people that are negative. Anybody that's got anything negative to say that comes out of their mouth, check out. Leave them to the side. You're not anybody's dad or mom. You're not going to change them. And it's a waste of your time and your energy. You surround yourself with people that are positive, that want to go out and get stuff done. That inspires you, and that inspires me, and you inspire me. And this is you, Billy. We have done so many projects together. Every single thing that we have attempted, we've accomplished. You follow through on what you want to do. That's it. That's it. That's it. You only got one crack at life. Get it done. And here we are. It's this is Christmas. This is Christmas. This is the holiday season, rolling into a fresh new year. Surround yourself with positivity, with positive people around you, and get inspired and go and get it done and make 22 magical. That's all you got to do, right?
That's it, man. You know what? You inspire me as well. Your work ethic, man, how you dig in, your fortitude. And I try to take little pieces of those things that I find in people around me and utilize, what I've learned from those people in what I'm doing. And unfortunately, you hit it on the head. A lot of people are surrounded by a lot of negativity. They thrive on negativity, and they don't realize that low vibration, that low frequency of negativity is keeping them right where they are.
Yeah, that's it.
So, some people are going to be negative and seek the low frequency. Some people are going to be positive and seek the high frequency. I choose to seek the high frequency. I choose to seek the higher ground, because overall, what it's going to do for me is build a legacy for my family, not just financial legacy, but also a consciousness legacy.
Yeah, inspiring and inspire them and represent who you want them to be. That's really the bottom line. And those, and I don't want to dwell on this at all, but those that think that a negative vibration brings energy, it doesn't, and nobody likes it. Nobody wants to hang out with a negative person. That's it. And if you want to, bees are attracted to honey. That's it. And there's no other way to put it. Billy, Merry Christmas, my friend.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Thanks a lot. Merry Christmas to all the Fader Knots and everybody out there. I appreciate and love all you guys.
Hey, tell Donnie I said yo. Okay?
Right.
Don't forget. Tell him I said yo. I'll talk to you tomorrow, Billy. Behave and be well, and Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Peace.
Awesome conversation. Thank you so much, Billy. And I really mean this. We'll get back to the phone calls in just a second, but I really mean this. You want to surround yourself with positive people. That's it. That if there is a magic to anything, just surround yourself with positivity. And then it just comes right back at you. There's nothing more fun than that. And the next thing you know, your life feels different. It's incredible. It is absolutely incredible. And I found that out. I wrote this in Billy's book, in the foreword. When this is 20 years ago, I figured out on my own. It was like the negative people around me bum me out. This is like 25 years ago. And I was just like, man, you know what? No, I don't need friends like that. I don't. And I just exchanged who I interacted with and switched everything to a positive vibe. Boom. It was like incredible. And I put that, and I wrote about that experience in his book because as I read through the book, and it's this thick, 600 pages, and I'm reading through it, and I'm like, this is exactly the keys not only to success but to friendships and to relationships, and this is it. And it was so, again, I'm using the word inspiring, but it was so inspiring to me to read it and to realize that I was doing the right things and I was taking the right steps. I figured it out on my own. And then Billy put it all in this book, Woke Doesn't Mean Broke, and shared this with everybody else. And that's why I wrote the foreword that I did. So there you go. Merry Christmas, Billy. You absolutely inspire me every single day. With that, let's go back to the phones. Hi, you're live on Fade to Black. Who's calling?
Hi, this is Jackie.
Hi, Jackie.
Hi. Here we are at another holiday almost.
Almost. We're just a couple of days. You know, isn't it? I always when I get to December 21st, right, the solstice. There's a strange. I notice, and I know it's just incremental, but I do notice that the next day is a little longer, right? A little more sunlight.
Oh, I noticed it this morning. Yes.
I just noticed these things, and that's it. And I know that Christmas is right behind that, and then New Year's. And I just really enjoy this time of year just for that reason. And tonight's the solstice, so tomorrow the day is longer than it was today. And there you go. So, hey, Jack.
I have a friend who is down at Joshua Tree right now, and she's sending back pictures. So I'm getting a feeling that's what she did for herself for solstice. She's staying somewhere in Palm Springs, I guess.
Right.
But, yeah, so she's running around in the desert with her little dog.
Mm-hmm.
Blue sky, and we're still socked in with gray fog. We've been staying in bed really late. We have about a couple of hours of daylight, and then it's time to turn on Jimmy Church and make dinner and then go to bed. Yeah. Our life is very different right now. Hey, I'm totally confused. I think this is the third time you've picked up on my call tonight.
Oh, really?
I called when what's his name was on. What's his name? Your guest. Except I don't know which. Are we on tomorrow's? I don't know where we are in time, and because I use tune in on my iPad, and the iPad's not easy to work. It's hard to turn it on or off. Or turn it up or down, volume. And so when I had to have my phone on while you were talking with Johnny.
Johnny, that was last night, Jackie.
See, that's it. I never know where I'm at time-wise with you.
That is awesome. That is awesome. So, Jackie, this year, have you been naughty or nice? Oh, you had to think about it. Okay. All right, Jackie.
No one's ever asked me that.
What did you...
I love what you say, to be well and behave. That has been implanted in my head since I've been listening to you.
Thank you for that.
And I wanted to say, last night's program, I somehow totally missed it. And yet I had 4 days of hearing what was on before from Thursday night.
Right.
And so I don't know what time you come on, and I don't know what day we're going. I mean, I just we go with it. We really listen. And this last program with Johnny, I can't think of his last name.
Enoch.
He was totally new to me.
Yes.
I'd never heard of him. And I really wanted to say something while he was still there.
Well,
I had a comment,
but Jackie,
and I had a question.
Jackie, that was last night. So
I know.
Tonight we're in the now. Tonight is the Christmas show on winter solstice. And I had the feeling you haven't gotten out of bed yet today either, which is so awesome. What are you going to get for Christmas? What did you ask Santa for?
I need a camper van.
Oh, that's nice.
Like Volkswagen camper van, something that you can sleep in that's got curtains.
Right.
And I've had several, and I don't have one now, and I really need to go on the road. I feel it so strongly. But that's one good. And then a metal detector.
Oh,
that's one thing I wanted.
Well, they kind of go together. They kind of
go. Oh, yeah.
You take.
I want to go with them.
Yeah. That's awesome. So I hope you get your camper van, and I hope you get your metal detector, and I hope you hit the road. So are you going to do like a Jack Kerouac? Are you going to just on the road?
I did one, and it was the peak of my life. I loved being on the road. And I went with a dog and twin-year-old boys and my husband, who is a good mechanic, and he built a camper on a Chevy truck. And I was inspired by, what's his name up in Monterey area?
I just said his name, Jack Kerouac.
No, him too.
Okay.
But I'm not sure I knew about him then so much.
Okay.
Oh, yes, I did.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm part of that old bohemian tribe of, in California.
Yes.
So,
stay with me, Jackie. Stay with me. You're the best, Jackie. Where do you guys live now?
Norcas Island.
Oh, that's right. You're way up there. That's right.
I am. Mm-hmm.
Well, I hope. Are you guys ready for the holidays?
Yeah. Well, I can't. I was just exposed to someone with COVID, and so we're waiting. But I just got boosted the other day, but I've got lots of great-grandchildren down in Oregon and grandchildren in California. So that's the big major trip I need to make. That's why I need my camper van. I sold the one I had because it didn't have curtains or a table or a really good bed, access to the bed. So
if you get are you going to get an old Volkswagen camper van, or are you going to get one of the new ones?
I don't care. I've got an excellent mechanic in Portland, so all I need to do is to find the basic of what I want, and I don't care if it's old or not. I was driving a 71 for over 20 years.
Oh, that's my dad had one of those, a 71. So can you drive a stick?
Yeah.
Oh, man, Jackie, you're the complete woman. I mean, you can drive a stick, you want a Volkswagen camper van, you want a metal detector, and you want to hit the road and go see your family. That is awesome. I mean, that just sounds
perfect. That's really
perfect.
what I'm all about. It is true. The other thing I'm all about is that from listening to you, after our conversation on Thanksgiving Day, I realized, a word came to me a couple of days afterwards, personable, and I'd never used that word describing anybody. And so I looked it up. And I thought, that's it. And then I realized that's what Serena was talking about. And so I decided I wanted to ask you if you'd be willing to give me your birth time, your birth data.
Oh, I don't have it in front of me, but I can. I'll have it for next week. I have my birth. I just don't. I don't.
Can I email you, and then
yes, I'll give you everything. I'll tell you the who, what, where, and when, and I can give you all of that. I'll say this without saying it on the air because I'm not going to be accurate here. But my memory of my birth time, like what I remember my mom and dad telling me about the day that I was born and what they went through, and then what was on the birth certificate, was not the same. And I was like, wait a minute here. They've been telling me it was off by 4 hours. So now I don't know. Maybe they, the memory of, maybe my mom went through 8 hours of labor. And so would she, I don't know. But I was kind of surprised. I was like, wait a minute.
How did you find out? How did you find that out?
Because I got new birth certificates not too long ago. And, a reprint from the hospital that I was born at. And there it was, all the complete data. It was like really weird to see it. And it wasn't what my memory was. So there you go.
And did Serena do your chart based on that new time you've got?
I can't. No. Serena did my charts. The first time she did my charts, man, that was years ago, and that was verbal. I just gave her my memory, yeah. So that you just messed up my whole birth.
Good.
Yeah. So yours will be more accurate.
We'll get you up to date. Anyway, that your effect on me and that ability to connect and feel part of, that's such an Aquarian trait. And I know you're not an Aquarian.
No, I'm Libra.
But
I'm Libra.
This guy that was on last night talking, Johnny...
Enoch. Johnny Enoch, yes.
Right. That was such an Aquarian presentation. It's exactly what they say about the Aquarian New Age coming along. That's all of that stuff. And what my comment was going to be, I'm such an old, I used to go hang around in Montana, and up there they call flower children crunchy granolas. And they were still doing it as of about 10 years ago. So there's that whole group of us that are flower children for this new age. And what I want, not all this AI spaced out stuff, I want to see the earth cleaned up.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. And I've got to head to a commercial break here, Jackie. So I want to say Merry Christmas, but
be online.
But
we're on the air right now.
Yeah, we are on the air. Oh, you didn't know that?
Oh my God! For some reason, I'm looking at the tune in, and it says off. It says it's off.
Okay,
so
Jackie, don't worry about tune in. Okay, let's you and I talk for a second. I've only got 20 seconds. Is that we are growing up. We just went through our 16-year-old, 18-year-old party phase. Right now, we're past that, and now we've got to settle down and start to clean up the apartment a little bit, and that's where we're at. And I think that we're starting to realize that as residents of planet Earth, it's time to clean up the house and take out.
That's what I use. That's how I raised my kids.
Yeah.
That was kind of a disciplinary action. It's like, no, we're not going to go get this, do this, buy this, have this until we take care of what's necessary here. And I raised my kids on the land. That was the basis for my first trip. I left Santa Barbara because it was very hard to garden there. And our parents were giving us kind of, we needed to leave. I mean, I was like deep within me. I needed to go and find a place. And I found an old farmhouse for $70 a month. And it had acres and acres. And it was 13 miles out of the city of Portland. I had my last child at home there. We had a huge garden. I got in animals. I learned herbs. I just became, I'm an earth mother. And that's what I love. And that's what I wanted to share my feelings about listening to Enoch talk last night, today, was that all of that sounds like so glitzy and glamorous, and it's all like a Las Vegas world to me. But we're the caretakers here. Oh, and like you say, we got to clean up our place.
We do, Jackie. And Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. And this was a great phone call. Thank you so much, Jackie. And behave and be well and enjoy the holiday weekend. Thank you so much.
And you know what? I got to tell you one thing. I know you got to do your thing. I woke up yesterday morning. What woke me up is you came into my dream. I was so startled, I woke up. Isn't that fun? Merry Christmas.
Jackie, I want
you.
Call me next Thursday and tell me about that dream. Merry Christmas.
Okay, I will. Love you. Bye-bye.
Love you right back. Jackie, up there in Washington, lives on an island up there in Washington. I've got to take a break. Let's do it. Tonight is our annual Fader Christmas special. So I'm going to take a quick break. I'm just going to do phone calls now for the rest of the night. 747-228-2051. If you are on hold, stay right there. You know what to do. 747-228-2051. This is Faded Black. I'm your host, Jimmy Church. Merry Christmas, everybody. I'll be right back after this short break.
You're listening to Jimmy Church and Fade to Black on the X.
Hey, what up, y'all? It's your girl Vivica Fox here, and you are listening to my boy, Jimmy Church, on jimmychurchradio.com.
Despite popular opinion, reading a book will not make you smarter.
But listening to Jimmy Church will.
This is Jimmy Church, and I personally invite you to the 2022 Conscious Life Expo this February 4th through the 7th, live at the LAX Hilton in Los Angeles, California. This year, we have the most exciting speakers, including Linda Moulton Howe, Jacques Vallée, Whitley Strieber, Adam Apollo, Billy Carson, Daryl Anka and Bashar, William Henry, Caroline Corey, Susan Slaughter, Daniel Brinkley, Sarah Breskman-Cosme, George Norrie, Gail Thackeray, and many, many more. I will be hosting all weekend long, including the keynote Ancient Secrets panel on Friday night, 5 vendor and exhibit halls, 3 floors of speakers, panels, and celebration. This is the biggest event of the year, and early bird passes are available now. Just go to ConsciousLifeExpo.com for the schedule, speakers, and information. That's ConsciousLifeExpo.com. This is Jimmy Church of Fade to Black, and I take Life Change Tea supplements every single day. It's what I do. Click on their banner at jimmychurchradio.com.
Are you ready to read about true paranormal events? Unex Media publishes nonfiction books about UFOs, ghosts and haunted places, time anomalies, cryptid creatures, and more. Just like KUNXDB Radio, it's all about unexplained phenomena. Visit www.unxmedia.com to see our list of great book titles by Debbie Ziegelmeyer, Gene Walker, Devin Listrom, Wayne Lawrence, Bill Spicer, and yours truly, Margie Kay. That's unxmedia.com.
When you take the beans from Central America with dashes of Indonesian and African mixed in and then roast it to the dark side of Fade to Black, you create the ultimate brew of fringe. Introducing the Fade to Black blend from Rivermoon Coffee. Yes, Rivermoon's darkest customized roast was created for the love of Fade to Black. The alchemy of masterful roasting and smoking the beans is in every sip of this full-bodied, dark Java. I need my coffee dark, deep, with distinct bittersweet chocolate highlights, just like the bunker. Leaning further into the darkness of the roast is Fade to Black blend from Rivermoon Coffee. Just click on the banner at jimmychurchradio.com and use the promo code F2B Blend for 15% off of your order today.
This is Billy Carson with ForbiddenKnowledge.tv. Forbidden Knowledge TV has just reached its 1-year anniversary. That's right, 1 year. And as a show of appreciation, we are giving all new subscribers a free 30-day trial of ForbiddenKnowledge.tv. That's 30 days to binge watch thousands of movies, documentaries, conferences, workshops, lectures, yoga classes, meditation courses, and so much more. So log on to forbiddenknowledge.tv from your computer or mobile device, or get the Forbidden Knowledge TV app on Apple TV, Roku, Amazon, iTunes, or Google Play today, and use coupon code 30daysfree. That's coupon code 30 days free on forbiddenknowledge.tv today.
Are you intrigued by Paranormal Talk Radio? You'll love the new Paranormal Radio app from TalkStream Live. You'll find a great selection of talk shows covering UFOs, ghosts, strange phenomena, and much more. Download the Paranormal Radio app now and start listening to the very best in paranormal talk entertainment, including the network you're listening to right now, the Paranormal Radio app, free in Google Play and the iOS App Store.
Erica, Brittany, Gabby, and you're listening to JamieChurchRadio.com.
It's not a lifestyle we chose. We were born this way.
This is KJCR at JimmyChurchRadio.com.
Welcome back, Fade to Black. I'm your host, Jimmy Church. I'm posting I'm posting a tweet. Hold on, I've got to get this up. And for all of you Fadernauts, and let me see if I can. Let me find this. I got to find this image. And if you're on hold, stay right there, and I'll get you staged up. Okay, you're ready to go. Let me see here. Hold on. I am looking for a very specific pick here. And let's see, view. Okay, all right. Let me see if it's in here. What I am looking for. No, it's not here in this. So let's go up. Okay, I'm going to. Okay, let's see if it's here. Okay, I think I have got the right folder. Man, just so many. Oh, man. Oh, there it is. There it is. There it is. There's a Christmas pick for you guys. All right. Enjoy that. I'll tell you the story about this pick that I just posted. Follow me on Twitter at JChurchRadio, hashtag F2B, and check out that pick. Now, that pick is, I'm going to go 19, man, look at me. I'm going to go 2000. It's like 2000, 2001. But there you go, pick of me and Doug Aldrich. So go and check that out. Okay, with that, let's go back to the phones. It's our annual Fader Christmas special. Let's see who's up next. Merry Christmas. You're live.
Hey, Jimmy. Merry Christmas.
Who's this?
This used to be Mike from Vegas, but now it's Mike from Colorado Springs.
Oh, Mike from Colorado Springs. How are you, man? What's cracking?
Well, I was getting ready to go to bed, and I was listening, and then Billy Carson came on, and I had to listen to Billy Carson, and then I had to call because I'm in a transitional phase, and I bought Billy's book, I don't know, about 6 months ago, and it's an amazing thing. It really is. And it's kind of hard to talk about, but I got the book and I was so excited, and I started to read it, and I kind of felt like I got hit by a lightning bolt, And then I put it down.
Right.
And I didn't read it because it was difficult. It was like holding a mirror up. And,
yeah, I know. Yes. Mike, you're exactly right. And that should be inspiring right there. Right. And that is, now you're talking about woke, right?
I am, yes.
Yes, and so it was difficult for me to write that forward to the book too, as well, because it is like holding up a mirror, and it is better. I'm talking about for me, right? And Billy, but it's better to be honest and express these things to other people than to hold it back. And I did it for those reasons. Why? Because you have to be honest about yourself, or that book is not going to do anything for you, right? And that's, and I know that's exactly what you're saying. And if you can be honest with yourself, truly honest with yourself, the world is your oyster. You're going to go out there and knock things down, man. You're going to go and get stuff done. But that's the book did the same thing to me, man. The same thing.
Well, let me tell you this process, because that's exactly right. But you don't know what you don't know, even about yourself. You don't know when you're kidding yourself or anything. And so I picked it back up when I moved to the Springs. I picked it back up, and I started reading. Every morning I read about 15 pages because I want to take a little bite and digest it. And I finally got through the whole book. Some of it had nothing to do with me, but that's okay because it was all relevant in a different way.
Sure.
And then I finished the book, and I read another book by somebody that I thought would be helpful to me. And then I picked Billy's book back up about 10 days ago. So now I'm going to go back through the book, and this time I'm really going to get it. So I read your introduction, and then I read the prologue. And I don't know if you're familiar with it off the top of your head, the prologue, but it's so in your face, and I didn't get how powerful it was the first time I read it. And this time, this was like a challenge. It was like it was speaking to me. It was like, you need to rise up. And I haven't gone past that. I've read the prologue
right
every morning for the last 10 days, and I don't know how many days I'm going to read it for, but it's like every day I get to a different level of meaning of this thing, because it's not where I was at, and I can see it's where I need to be at, but it was so powerful. And it was just funny because, like I said, I was going to go to bed, and then Billy came on, and I said, well, I have to listen to Billy, and I have to call in, because it's an amazing thing. But I don't even know what I don't know. I just know that it's put me on a path. And
yeah,
I'm grateful. I'm grateful to you for having him on, and to him for writing this book.
Yeah, I appreciate that, Mike. And this is for anybody that gets the book, and everybody should. I mean, if you're at a point in your life where you're ready it's go time. This is the book for you for sure. But the first 60 pages. I mean, it's a 600-page book, right? But the first 60 pages are game-changing, life-changing pages. And it sets the tone for the rest of the book. But those first 60 pages, I did what you're talking about here. I got to that point, and then I started it over. And I read through that again, and I thought to myself, these are the words that, I mean, it doesn't matter who you are, where you are in life, or anything else. That first 60 pages, everybody needs to read that. I mean, right there. And it forces you to, once you digest it, to look around at your life with squinty eyes. who is around you, who, what's going on, and that includes friends, family, coworkers, who you hang out with, all of that, and just take a hard look and honestly think about it. I mean, I just don't BS yourself, right? Don't do it. Don't do it. You don't have to talk to anybody about it. This is just for you. But those first 60 pages are incredible. And then move through the rest of the book. And
the rest of it's kind of meat and potatoes.
Yes.
It's like, okay, we this is your mindset, and now here's the ABCs of how you go about doing this.
That's right.
Yeah, the beginning, but it's, I mean, that's hard. The beginning is hard. It's and I'm not that concerned with the people around me. I'm concerned with, I mean, this to me was more about me wanting to be with those people, to be.
Yes, Mike, I'm so glad that you get it. And no matter how many times you had to go and read it to get it, right? But you certainly do. There was another there was another key point that flows through the entire book, and I addressed it in my foreword very briefly. But that is this, and too many people, like everybody, too many people chase money, right? And I get that because I used to do that too. And chasing money. How do you need to, as crazy as it sounds, forget about that. Chase happiness. Chase your bliss. And
chase greatness.
And that's it. And everything else will follow. Whatever it is that you want. Maybe it's money, and certainly for a lot of people that solves a lot of issues, no question about it. But it's the other things too as well. I can only buy so many pairs of shoes. I can only buy so many guitars. I can, those things. And the
buy a lot of guitars.
What? But you know why? I do that is because that's me. I'm a musician, and these things inspire me. And I went through a phase in my life when I had to sell my guitars to feed my kids. I did. Okay. So, that was 20 years ago or whatever. But I replaced, I want to be very truthful here. Some of those guitars I ended up getting back. Okay. But I had to go through that phase of my life. And so I'm replacing that hole in my heart, right? I'm replacing that, and I don't ever want to go through that again, and that's why. But I don't. These are just material things, and for me, these are material things that inspire me, right? You know what doesn't inspire me? 5 Lamborghinis in the driveway. I could give a crap about that. I drive a Jeep. Okay? I drive a Jeep. I drive a Jeep. I could drive whatever I want. I drive a Jeep. And I have one car. Right? That's it. That kind of material existence, living in Malibu with 5 Ferraris and diamond teeth. I don't care about that stuff. It doesn't inspire me. And I hope that I'm being somewhat inspiring to everybody else. That stuff it It doesn't motivate me. It doesn't. What motivates me is coming out here each night and hanging out with friends. That's my motivation. That's my bliss.
Well, and I mean that's why Fade to Black is great, because I mean that absolutely comes through. It's you're not doing a show to do a show. You're living your passion, and it comes through, and that's why. That's why your show is what.
Well, and Mike, and let that part of the book, because the book is exactly touching upon this subject. My bliss, what makes me happy, is hanging out and doing what I do, and that's my bliss. Everything else just comes along for the ride. And once any individual, whatever it is that inspires you, that you want to do, go and do it, and then everything else, because your happiness is first. And once you're happy, then everything else comes along with it, and you're not chasing something. Don't chase it. Find the happiness inside of yourself. So for you, what's that happiness?
I came up here to be a photographer.
See?
I started working with rescue dogs about 4 years ago, and I started taking pictures of the dogs to help them get adopted.
Oh, that's awesome.
And
dude,
and I
so
started
awesome.
I was trying to do T-shirts, so I had developed some skills on the computer, and I sort of developed a skill set, and you may or may not remember, but when I was Mike from Vegas, we had a talk. I was a poker dealer, and I hated it. And now I am Mike the photographer, still looking for my first client, but I'm just connecting all the dots and doing all the little things I have to do, and the website and all that stuff. And it's okay. I know it's going to work. And, a part of it is, in reading this book, I've started getting myself back healthy. I've started reading every day. I like all these things to make myself be Mike the photographer from Colorado Springs. But that's anyway, I have some skills now, and I have the equipment, and so now it's just a matter of day by day, putting together a business and getting a client, and then getting another client, and getting another client. So
it'll all happen. It'll all happen.
Let me tell you something. I was in the backyard this morning with I have 3 dogs. They're all rescue dogs, and they're running around. And I sometimes sit out in the backyard, and I look at everything differently. I look at the light and where it's coming from, and how it's, part of the light is on this and the shadows on this or whatever. And I spent half an hour in the backyard this morning taking pictures of my dogs, who I have 10,000 pictures of, but I got them in a certain spot, and and it's just, it's fun for me. And it's going to be, this is the journey now. And I feel the same way that when I hear you talking about what you do, I feel the same way.
Yeah, man, this is a great phone call. And again, this is why I do the show, hanging out with friends and family like this. But hearing this, and I can hear it inside of you right now, it is the key. It's the key. Find your bliss. Don't be scared, right? And I, if I can give any advice to anybody, what you don't want to do, and this has been said so many times, what you don't want to do is you don't want to be that guy. You don't want to be that girl sitting around late in life going, I should have. Dang it.
Well, I'm exactly your age, Jimmy.
Right.
And it's time for me to it's time for me to get off the pot.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. You don't want to be that person. You don't. And really that's it, and if there's one thing that would be uplifting to everybody that's listening right now, especially at this time of the year, go and do it. That's it. There are way too many people on this planet that are not happy. They're not happy with their job. They're not happy with their life. They're not happy with this. And they just continue to the next day and continue to the next day without stopping and doing something. Stop with that mindset. Go and get it done. Go and get it done. You will change. So thank you for this call, Mike. You inspire me, man.
Thanks, Jimmy. Yeah, you got time for one more good Christmas call, so I'm gonna let you go.
Actually, I don't. I'm at the end of the show, so you ended it on the right note, Mike. So Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays to you. Go take some more pictures that you don't need to do of your rescue dogs. I think that is the most awesome thing I've heard all night. So go and just get it done, Mike. Happy holidays. And I'm so happy that you found your bliss, man. And keep me posted and send me some pictures.
I will. For sure. And God bless you and all the Fader nuts. Merry Christmas, everybody.
You're the best, Mike. Thank you so much. And formerly Mike Mike from Vegas. I do remember that when he was a poker dealer. That's going back a number of years. But to go and decide to make changes and to go and put on a new suit, head to another city and just go and do what inspires you. That's what life is all about. That's it. You don't have to chase anything. You want to do stuff. Don't chase it. Don't be unhappy. Be happy. That's it. And it's really funny. I want to be very, very clear here. I live in an empty house. I don't have things. I don't have a stereo. I don't have all this stuff. No. The bunker is my bliss. And this is what makes me happy. And this is what I surround myself with. Everything else, it's just another pair of shoes. That's all it is. It's just another pair of pants. It's that doesn't inspire me. Well, I do have a lot of Adidas. It makes me happy. It takes me back to when I didn't have a pair of shoes, but now I do. Merry Christmas, everybody. Happy holidays. I'm going to take the next couple of days off. I actually have to work, and so I need some time to get some stuff done. And also, I've got friends and family that I'm going to be hanging out with. Tonight is the winter solstice. Tomorrow is a longer day than today. We're heading out of darkness and into light. And I want everybody to have a great, safe, fun, amazing Christmas weekend. I'll be right back here on Monday. We'll do a full week next week. And then we head into the new year, and it's going to be 2022. Big stuff is happening, not only with our community and in the world, but I have some announcements. I've been working really hard, and some things are going to bust out, and I'll make those announcements as we head into the first part of January and get into the new year. So that's it. You guys have a great, amazing Christmas with all of your friends and family. Surround yourself with everybody that you love, and go and do it and get it done. And I'll be right back here on Monday. All right. What a great show tonight. I want to thank Race Hobbs, Whitley Strieber, Billy Carson, and Scott Walter for coming in tonight and taking the time out of their very busy holiday schedule to hang out with us and all of you Fader Knots. Fade to Black is produced by Hilton J. Palm, Renee, Dennis, and Kevin. Announcers are Steve Harder, Gene Vito, and Mark D. Kovar. Webmaster is Drew the Geek. Music, Doug Aldrich. Intro, Spaceboy, spaceboymusic.com. Fade to Black is produced by KJCR for the Game Changer Network. This broadcast is owned and copyrighted 2021 by Fade to Black and the Game Changer Network, Inc. It cannot be rebroadcast, downloaded, copied, or used anywhere in the known universe without written permission from Fade to Black or the Game Changer Network. I'm your host, Jimmy Church. Merry Christmas, everybody. I'll see you on Monday. Until then, be safe. It's time to fade to black.